Maayong hapon.
May hapon.
Maayong hapon po sa atong mga bisita diri sa session hall. We have with us today the Regional Director for Tourism, Ms. Karabat Tan, and staff. The General Manager of Mati Water District, Dr. Dominic A. Dispo, friends from our cultural communities, and friends from the media. Welcome sa among second regular session for the year 2025. The second regular session of the 8th City Council for the year 2025 is now called to order. Please rise for the opening prayer to be led by Honorable Roger Pabio, followed by the National Anthem, Provincial Hymn, and City Hymn.
In the name of the Father, of the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Loving God, thank you for the goodness and mercy that we receive every day. As we begin this session, we ask for your guidance and wisdom. Help us to work together in harmony and purpose. Grant us the clarity of thought and unity of mind, so that our decision may reflect to your will and contribute to the greater good of our beloved city. Bless our discussion and effort with your grace. Amen.
completed. Mr. Secretary, please proceed with the roll call.
Honorable Edmundo Pang Jr., Honorable Rogelio Pabio, Honorable Sina Princess Campos, Honorable Tara Marie Rabat Gaita, Honorable Jose Paulo Luis Rabat, Honorable Raul Antopuesto, Honorable Jerome Dayang-Hirang, Honorable Francisco Bardon Jr., Honorable Sandro Paul Alcantara, Honorable Edgar Valera, Honorable Daniel Macaubos, Honorable Tomas Sibiliano, Honorable Lorenzo Leon G. Rabat.
Present.
Quorum, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Before we proceed, I'd like to greet Honorable Sebelino. Happy birthday, Tomas. Salamat sa snacks. Please proceed to the next item.
Reading and consideration of the previous minutes of the regular session dated July 8, 2025, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Are there any corrections to their previous minutes? Honorable Pabio.
Hello. Honorable Presiding Officer, it's not 7 City Council, but 8 City Council.
Please take note, SP Secretary.
Thank you.
Are there any more corrections? If there are none, Honorable Campos is recognized.
Mr. Chair, I have here the copy of our minutes from the last session, dated July 8. So the minutes has a total copy for the record of 56 pages. If there are no more corrections, I move for the adoption of the first regular session minutes of the 8th City Council, Mr. Chair, along with the correction of the Honorable Pabio. I do so move, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. There is a motion by the Honorable Campos for the adoption of our previous minutes dated July 8, 2025. Do any member second her motion? Seconded by all the members. Hearing no objections, the previous minutes are hereby adopted. What is the next item?
For question hour, we have two guests, Mr. Chair. Our Regional Director, Department of Tourism, Region 11, Ma'am Tanya Rabatan, and the General Manager of Mati Water District, Dr. Dominic Disbo.
Thank you. Please read the two communications before we proceed with question hour.
Honorable Lorenzo Leon G. Rabat, Vice Mayor, City of Mati. Dear Honorable Rabat, mabuhay og madayaw. On behalf of the Department of Tourism 11, I extend our congratulations on your recent election as Vice Mayor of the City of Mati. The Department of Tourism 11 reaffirms its steadfast commitment and support for your administration's plans and initiatives that will yield significant progress and development for the city. We look forward to exploring more opportunities for cooperation and collaboration, particularly in advancing the local tourism industry of the City of Mati. In light of this, we respectfully request to be included in the agenda of Sangguniang Panglungsod session on Tuesday, July 15, 2025 in the afternoon to present an overview of the Department of Tourism along with the current initiatives, updates, and developments in tourism sector. We would greatly appreciate your favorable consideration on this request and look forward for sharing valuable insights that can support our shared goals for the tourism sector of the province. We look forward for positive response and wishing you a fulfilling and successful tenure. Thank you. Very truly yours, Tanya Rabatan, Regional Director. Our guest is now ready, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. To properly facilitate question hour, Honorable Campos is recognized.
Mr. Chair, to give way to our special guest from the Department of Tourism Regional Director, Ms. Tanya Rabatan, I would like to request and now move for the suspension of the House rules, Mr. Chair. I do so move.
Thank you. There's a motion by the Honorable Campos for the suspension of House rules. Do any member second her motion? Duly seconded by Honorable Dayang-Hirang. Hearing no objections, the House rules are now suspended. May we welcome our guest, Regional Director for Tourism, Tanya Rabatan, to our session hall. RD, the floor is yours.
Maraming salamat po, Vice Mayor Enzo Rabat. Magandang hapon, mabuhay ug madayaw, and to all the members, the honorable members of the Sangguniang Panglungsod, and to everyone here, once again, mabuhay ug madayaw. First of all, I'd like to thank this committee for giving time to the Department of Tourism to share some roles that we have and fulfill in the national government agency. So to start, I'd just like to share that there's actually a Republic Act. It's called Republic Act 9593, and it's called the Tourism Act of 2009. This act declares a national policy for tourism as an engine of investment, employment, and development, and strengthening also the Department of Tourism and its attached agencies to effectively and efficiently implement the policy. So tourism is a product and service-oriented industry. And if done properly, it could generate widespread benefits and creating lasting impact to the economy and the society. So both national, where I'm a member of, national government agency, and the local government units, we have roles in tourism development that are anchored on its enabling, which are planning, promotions, and research and business assistance, and as well as regulatory. So these are the enforcement, compliance, and conservation roles in its delicate balance. And in the Tourism Act 2009, this act is declaring also a national policy on tourism. Therefore, the Department of Tourism is the primary planning, programming, coordinating, implementing, and regulatory government agency in the development and promotion of the tourism industry. It shall monitor the LGU's compliance to national standards in the licensing of tourism enterprises and ensure the proper coordination, integration, prioritization, and implementation of local tourism development plans. We also provide technical assistance to LGUs in destination development, standard setting, and regulatory enforcement, and in the preparation as well and implementation and monitoring of the local tourism development plans, the gathering of statistical data, and enforcement of tourism laws and regulation. The Department of Tourism Region 11, we are just a regional office. We do not have extended offices in the provinces and in the cities. That's why it's imperative for us to work with the tourism offices of each government unit. So there are mandatory requirement, particularly on accreditation. So first, let me share with you the programs and services of the department. So number one, on tourism planning and development, product development. So here, this division, we formulate tourism policies, plans, and projects for the development of tourism as an engine of socio-economic and cultural growth. Actually, in the last 40 years, this has been the standing policy of the Department of Tourism, and it really recognized that tourism is definitely an engine of socio-economic and cultural growth. Next is to supervise and coordinate the implementation of tourism policies, plans, and projects, to ensure the proper coordination, integration, prioritization, and implementation of local tourism development plans with that of the national government. So here, LGUs, to ensure the preparation and implementation of a tourism development plan, the enforcement of standards, and the collection of statistical data. These are the arrival or distribution of travelers' data and many others. We collect this from our resorts or accommodation facilities. And the development plans shall integrate zoning, land use, infrastructure development, the national system of standards for tourism enterprise, heritage and environmental protection imperatives that encourage sustainable tourism development. Next is on tourism standards regulation. So this is what we call DOT accreditation. So this is what I said earlier, that it's mandatory under Republic Act 9593 that all primary tourism enterprise must be DOT accredited. And what are the primary tourism enterprise? These are the accommodation facilities, whether they are hotels, resorts, or mabuhay accommodation, the tour operators and the travel agencies, our tour guides, and as well as the MICE coordinators. Our application for accreditation is, by the way, via online. And what's the importance of this? This is a valid instrument to motivate local stakeholders to develop structures, to encourage and support improvement of business units, working to a standard that will give them peer recognition, staff morale, and other aspects which makes firms more competitive. The label of this accreditation is considered as added value that leads to acceptance in the marketplace. And also, another function of our accreditation is support, advance, and promote the protection, maintenance, and preservation of historical, cultural, and natural endowments in cooperation with appropriate government agencies and the private sector. Like the DOT, by the way, is a member of the Regional Ecotourism Committee. It's a committee headed by DENR and the DOT. And for this year, it's DOT who's the chair. So we work together with the local government units and the DENR in monitoring our protected areas as well. Another function is evaluate tourism development projects for the issuance of permits and the grants of incentives by appropriate government agencies, and establish a data bank of tourism areas and projects for investment purposes. Another function is to formulate and promulgate in consultation with the LGUs, the private sector, industries, and other tourism stakeholders, rules and regulations governing the operation and activities of all tourism enterprise. Another function is to monitor the LGU's compliance to national standards in licensing of tourism enterprise. Medyo dito po tayo may setback because we have so many operating accommodation facilities which are supposedly primary tourism enterprises who does not have DOT accreditation. Another function is we provide technical assistance to LGUs in destination development, standard setting, and regulatory enforcement, and undertake continuing research, studies, and survey. There's one item there which is called the industry, manpower, and the tourism and promotions and market development. So under here, we provide an integrated market development program to attract people to visit the Philippines or the region and enhance the prestige of the region and the Filipino people in the international community. We also represent the government in all domestic and international conferences and fora, and in all multilateral or bilateral treaties and international agreements concerning tourism and ensure government implementation. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the BIMP IAGA. We have 4 member countries. We have the Brunei, Indonesia, Malaysia, and the Philippines. We are also part of the tourism cluster in the BIMP IAGA. So our main mandate is to develop a national plan. We anchored on the National Tourism Development Plan, which we call the Davao Region Tourism Development Plan, and this was done in consultation with the different LGUs and our private sector. And for the National Tourism Development Plan, it's from 2025 to 2028. Thus, it's actually earlier this morning, we paid a courtesy visit to our mayor, Mayo Almario. And it is our intention also to work hand in hand with the local government unit and work closely together with the unit so that some parts of this development plan may come into use. What is the vision of the Department of Tourism? This is to establish a Philippine tourism industry anchored on Filipino culture, heritage, and identity, which aims to be sustainable, resilient, and competitive, to transform the Philippines into a tourism powerhouse in Asia. That's a very heavy declaration to become a tourism powerhouse in Asia. That's why we need to work on certain areas to achieve this vision. And we have 6 strategic goals First is on upgrading tourism infrastructure and accessibility. We really need good facilities to receive our tourists, especially what we call the tourism touch points, no? The first of which are the terminals. So we have the airport, the seaports, no? And the land terminals. And not just that, but other facilities as well. Second is embracing digitalization and enhancing connectivity. Third is by elevating our tourist experience. Fourth is expanding tourism circuits and offerings. 5, optimizing domestic and international tourism potential. And 6, reinforcing tourism governance. Just to give you a brief update, we have for the for the year 2024, we did receive a distribution of travelers of 4,115,581. It's around 28% increase from the figures from 2023. But to let you know that our banner year was really 2019, that was pre-COVID, no? That we already reached 5.2 million. But in that figure, international percentage is very small, no? But at least we grew from 3% from 2023 to 5% of that 4 million are international visitors. Why do we emphasize on the international? Because they do stay longer and they do buy more. And that's what we wish to happen, no? That we have more longer days that they stay in your place. And another update, we do have, next slide. Our top foreign markets, just to let you know, from Davao region, we've been visited mostly by USA, and then China, Japan, Korea, and Australia. So these are our top 5 key markets, which you may also want to consider to focus on as well. And as for accredited number of tourism enterprise across the region, we have around 458. And for international flights, we already have 4. We have flying to Doha by Qatar Airways, flying to Bangkok by Cebu Pacific, flying to Singapore by Scoot Air, and flying to Hong Kong by Cebu Pacific. And DOT is also part of what we call the Air Service Connectivity Committee, Development Committee. And we do work with the LGU of Davao and other national government agencies in the promotion of these international and domestic routes, and as well as sustaining these flights, because it's very important to sustain the flights, and hopefully we can have more new flights. For domestic, we have around 12 routes for the flying to and out of Davao. So if you see those cities, dyan din yung focus natin in marketing. So we also strengthen the existing routes, and that's why when we develop products, we also cater to the market trends coming from, let's say, Tacloban or Siargao, making sure that we do not offer the same products that they already have. For our top product portfolio in the region, we are very strong in adventure and nature-based, and also cultural and heritage tourism. Davao is very strong on MICE, and Mati, you're very strong in sun and beach tourism, and dive tourism, you're gaining strength as well, particularly in free diving, and also wellness and farm tourism, because we have so many farms. I'll just stop from here because I do have a time limit, but just to give everyone really an idea of what the DOT has been doing with the staff of around 25 personnel, right? 25 personnel. That's why it's really important for us to do these types of activities. We will do this in other LGUs as well. So I'll stop from here. It is our hope that we were able to enlighten most of you on the role of DOT and where we can actually come in to work together. And so that would be all from me. Maraming salamat po, Vice Mayor, and to the rest of the members of the committee. Thank you.
Thank you, RD, for the comprehensive presentation. Please stay. We will entertain questions from the members if there are any. Are there any? Honorable Rabat is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. First of all, I would like to congratulate our DOT region head, Ma'am Tanya, for a very comprehensive and very detail-oriented presentation. I have an inquiry regarding the DOT accreditation. If we are referring to private entities on a LGU point of view, should they be affiliated with the LGU in order to be accredited by the DOT? Or can they be a standalone?
So if you are, thank you, Councilor Paulo Rabat. If you are referring to accommodation facilities, there is a requirement for them to seek for building permit before they build the facility, and the next would be the business permit. Now, we have a gentleman's agreement with certain LGUs, and I believe Mati is one of them, but Davao City and Tagum, we had an agreement that before they give out license for them to operate, they should have at least started with initial application on DOT accreditation, or if not, to have DOT accreditation, because it's really mandatory. But we recognize that there are many resorts and hotels sprouting up left and right, especially pandemic time, that have not been regulated and probably do not have business license also to operate. So LGU, definitely, they need your business permit and your building permit.
How about not structure, if it's a service rendered like surfing or skimboarding, should they be directly affiliated with the LGU? Not necessarily.
LGU, I'm not sure with the policies of the LGU, but for DOT, it's the facility or the physical building that we do inspect and to accredit. So that's what we do inspect. But we work on the, for example, surfers, the free divers community in training, let's say training of, we have trained the free divers of Mati, the Sawam Davao. They have undergone open water for scuba diving. They have undergone free diving training. And we're very happy that they have formed an association. And I believe now they're earning already, and you're receiving a lot of free diving guests as well. So it's more on that relationship with them for training and collaboration.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Salamat
Thank
po.
you, Honorable Rabat. Are there any other questions from our members? Honorable Antopuesto, followed by the Honorable Pang.
Good afternoon, the Tourist Attracted Regional Director, Ma'am Tanya, and of course, Vice Mayor Enzo. Ma'am, gusto lang ako i-clarify your presentations. You said before that nature tourism. So, paano sa matabangan na to ang atong mga investor karon? Especially, we cannot deny the reality that some of the places called ancestral domain but occupied by a certain investor. So, paano matulungan ng tourism industry yan?
So, bale, actually, yung DOT, pumapasok lang kami. For example, if it's an ancestral domain, kung under man siya sa NCIP, we need to coordinate talaga with them. And even in community-based tourism, we're very careful, even that we also have to have it endorsed by the LGU. Meaning, example, may magandang community to develop somewhere in, let's say, Davao City, we have to seek for the LGU's go signal, no, na, because mas alam naman talaga ni LGU ang situation in the area. They would know that if it's ready. And when there's an endorsement, then we partner with the SWD, DENR, DTI, lahat naga-converge naman yung mga agencies. Maganda sa mga ancestral domain the potential to magplant ng mga coffee if that's permitted. That's why now we're very aggressive in promoting Davao Coffee, meaning Davao region. When I say Davao, it's really Davao region. Yung potential natin for coffee is so great. So that can, by us promoting and making tours, no, pushing for development of tours, then we encourage more people to invest. Actually, ang coffee more on mga backyard growers yan, hindi yan malalaking plantation.
Pero that issue could be possibly na I enter into legality, yung mga sinasabi ko mga ancestral domain areas was developed by private entities. It could be possible na ma-resolve ang mga conflict na yan.
I don't believe that covers na part siya ng mandato namin. Kasi in fact, we just really accredit or inspect the physical facilities kung naaman. Pero we're very careful even with the protected areas. We're very careful. That's why dapat kompleto ang papeles like the ECC, lalo na sa ancestral domain. Kailangan merong ano din yan ni NCIP, yung mga whatever instrument ang needed na in place. Pwede kami, kasi we have LCAC, di ba, na mga programs, and we're encouraged to support mga LCAC communities. One identified namin area in Davao City, we come in together with the national agencies, we work together. So, kami, tourism awareness, para lang kabalo sila, dili kayo ma-shock kung whatever man na development dito.
Thank you.
Salamat.
Thank you, Honorable Antopuesto. I think the question of Honorable Antopuesto is what if there is a resort on indigenous people's area?
I believe it's
And
the LGU who
does-
has the, or if it's under the ENR, who has the power, because si DOT wala kaming power to foreclose or ano. We can only
But
revocate.
can you accredit RD if
If
the
kompleto
resort?
ang papeles, in place everything, we can.
Thank you, RD. Honorable Pang. Honorable Pang, RD is the chairperson of tourism sa 8 City Council.
Maayong hapon sa tanan. Maayong hapon to our guest, no? RD Tanya, ma'am, thank you for your time. Ma'am, as chairman of the Committee on Tourism, we have identified some basic issues sa ato ang tourism diri sa syudad sa Mati. One is the accessibility sa ato ang mga tourism sites. And number two is ang sustainability sa ato ang mga tourist. Kay based on the data presented by the tourism before, ang mga turista mo ani sa Mati mo stay lang og 1.5 day no sa Mati, so kulang kaayo. So do we have programs, ma'am, on how to resolve these issues sa accessibility o sa kanang sustainability sa ato ang tourist?
Yes, thank you, Councilor Pang. That's why we need to develop more and more tourism products, no? Even activities that they can do. Kasi if they come here, weekend lang uwi na. Minsan one night, no? One night. The average length of stay sa Davao region is 2.5. I'm not very sure with Mati. Probably it's 1.5, no? Around 1.5 days. We want to extend that para mas ma-feel ninyo na ang economic returns sa lugar. We have to work together to develop more things for them to do. No, so that's product development. Encourage probably more investors. Have a good pitching deck. Probably come up with ideal na mga incentives for investors, kung ano yung mga type of tourism investments that you want to attract. But definitely tourism, hindi ka pwede stagnant, no? You have to keep moving, you have to keep developing new attractions and activities. Kasi kung nakapunta na once, kung nagawa na niya lahat, you need to have something new so that they can come back for more. So very valid concern yan siya, and in fact that's why kami lumalabas na rin international, because they stay longer. Yung mga short haul to mid markets, they stay longer. And also pala yung mga products ng Mati, so you can partner with DTI on that. So para available siya pag may tourist, yun ang isang concern, no? Feedback sa amin ng mga turista na not enough products available for them to shop or to buy. Sayang yung opportunity if they're here.
Thank you, RD.
Salamat.
Para lang ma-inform rin kayo sa initial discussion namin here sa city and together with the province, we are planning to set up a website, no, a digital tool to help the accessibility. Ang request ko kay Governor na the province will be the one to invest on the website. Ano na siya, very powerful digital site na i-click na lang lahat. For example, if you go to Davao Oriental, anong meron sa Mati, anong makakain sa Mati, so lahat nandun na. So ang partnership with the city is I already informed the mayor na we will help the province to provide details para sa website. And also, we will be the one to produce a hard copies of the tourism map and guide. So instead ang province lahat, so tayo dito sa city ang mag-provide ng hard copies sa mga flyers, and province ang mag-create ng general website for the whole province of Davao Oriental. So we are expecting more partnership and support sa inyo, RD. Thank you
Salamat po,
and God
Cons.
bless.
Yes, Mayor Mayo mentioned on those things earlier, and we just encourage Mati to develop more tours. Kinahanglan na ay tour packages. Dili enough na mag-feature lang tag mga sites and destination. There has to be a call to action. So kinahanglan na ay tour packages. Work with our local tour operators. I believe na amay ang Mati, but pwede naman, marami namang tour operator sa Davao. And definitely, maasahan po ninyo ang suporta ng DOT. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Pang. Honorable Alcantara.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. And once again, good afternoon to our Regional Director of the Department of Tourism, Regional Director, Ma'am Tanya Rabatan. With regards for our halal tourism promotion, RD, kamusta po?
So Davao is a Muslim-friendly destination. May a few hotels na tayo na na-certify as Muslim-friendly. And by the way, yes, DOT do certify Muslim-friendly accommodation establishments. And now they have also already crafted yung mga restaurants na Muslim-friendly. So kung sa restaurant, at least in Davao City, naapod ta sa banay-banay, no? Natay mga ang iba is halal certified, ang iba can pass for Muslim friendly, but for the accommodation facilities, we have already certified a few. So we're pushing for that, and naapod tay target ni Ana na hopefully we can come up with a few more by the end of the year, as we're also eyeing yung ating mga visitors from Malaysia, Indonesia, and the Middle East na makater pod ang mga basic nila na needs, because we're just delving on the Muslim-friendly first because halal is very complicated. But we do have halal-certified facilities. Kitchen kasi ang gina-certify ng halal. Whereas sa amin yung rooms and the lobby, yung mga facilities ng hotel.
Okay, RD, saan po pwede sila makapag-apply? Doon po ba sa
amin.
DOTR or pwede dito po sa Tourism Office ng LGU?
Kung gusto pa ninyo, you can write the LGU and then they can endorse it to us to apply. But some just merely communicate directly to us, and then mag-initial inspection ng team, and then sa tingin namin makakapasa, pupunta yung taga-central office namin na team to inspect, and then they will be the one who will give the certification.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Alcantara. Honorable Valera.
Thank you, Mr. Presiding Officer. Ma'am, our Regional Director, Ma'am Tanya Rabatan. Good afternoon, ma'am. So, this is related, dugay-dugay na nako ni nga dream, Mr. Presiding Officer, when I was a punong Barangay of Science. But with the knowledge of all sa Mati, ang atong sanitary landfill na sa Barangay Science. So, this is my parang suggestion, especially to the Regional Director of Tourism, na matabangan ang syudad sa Mati na mapa-improve na to atong sanitary landfill as to become include as a tourist destination. So hopefully by helping hand sa kita na mga local o public officials na matabangan po sa atuang Department of Tourism na mapa-improve na to. Therefore, na doon ay mga bisita pa na to na pwede mo anhis sa Mati as to benchmark sa atong sanitary landfill. That's all, Madam, Ma'am, Regional Director. Thank you, Presiding Officer.
Salamat po, Councilor Edgar. Yes, kung hindi man directly DOT, we can link you always to other organizations. Like recently, we met with the UNDP. May mga funding din sila for mga green and blue. Nauuso ngayon yung green and blue tourism. So, yon. So, maybe if you have good projects like that, as long as it's duly endorsed, no, by the city, then we can find a place for that to land. No? Like for example, sa UNDP or other linkages na pwede naming mabigay sa inyo. Kung hindi man kami directly involved sa ganyan na promotions and product development.
Thank you, Honorable Valera. Thank you, RD. Are there any more questions from the members? Honorable Campos.
Good afternoon, Miss Tanya. Let me start my statement with saying na you're very beautiful, Gyud.
Salamat.
And only fitting na naa ka sa tong tourism because ang face pa lang nimo presentable jud kaayo pang tourism jud kaayo. But anyway, Miss, are there upcoming flagship projects or campaigns by the DOT from the region where Mati City can be a pilot or can be a priority beneficiary? And what are the current plans for DOT for Mati City? Because the one you presented kasi for our inter-region, right? So I would like to specifically ask, what are the current plans for Mati for the remaining of 2025 or even the first part of 2026 na atangan og abangan sa mga tao diri sa syudad sa Mati? And what can the local government and the tourism department and tourism committee can help in collaboration with that? Thank you, ma'am.
Salamat po for those kind words, Cons. Yes, we've discussed it earlier this morning with our mayor. Flagship program sa amin, sa region, I'll start with that. We're pushing for our dive activities. In fact, this July, may dadalahin kami ng divers from Thailand, no? That we met during our May participation in their Dive Expo. And we also have the program called Davao Adventure Challenge. If you wish, you can Google it, no? DOT11XI, no? DOTXIevents.com. That's the website of our program featuring different tourist sites across the region. For second season, we will launch it this August. We will expand the sites, no? So from 17, hopefully it will reach to 25 sites. What's good in this program is we promote the local community. So for example, yung mga caves sa far-flung barangay, as long as they're ready and there are tour guides ready there and the LGU or barangay is ready to cater to that, sinasali namin sila as long as duly endorsed sila ng LGU. So this is a very successful program. We're partners with mga leading airlines here in the Philippines. We're partners with many private sectors as well. And they're part of also the success of this program. Flagship programs ni Secretary Frasco, we have the tourist rest areas. We also have the Tourism Champions Challenge. And we have also the Philippinization program. This we can definitely work with our tourism office of Mati para matulungan kami to cascade this information to our local stakeholders. Now, asking us how you can support, it would be nice because we're really bent on pushing for, dive and adventure tourism. So maybe kung may mga policies pa na kailangan ma-implement to ensure the safety of the implementation of that the activities, it would be a big help. And I'll stop there.
Thank you, RD. Are there any more questions from the members? If there are none, before we end and before I ask my questions, I'd like to acknowledge the presence of the Assistant Regional Director who is here with us as well, Ma'am Judy Colaho. Ma'am, welcome sa among regular session. RD, I have 4 questions lang, tita. In the presentation a while ago, the number of tourist arrivals in Davao region was shown, I think 4 million. Can we ask which LGU in Davao region is visited the most and why you think why? Para namin idea.
Of course, it's still Davao City because Davao City is the main gateway to the region and Mindanao. So that's primarily the reason. Second is Samal Island is one of the most visited top tourist destination, especially for sun and beach. And please note that yung mga areas na to, you don't just have beautiful tourism products like the beaches, no? But the facilities, the presence of facilities that support these tourism activities. What are these? Example lang, gasoline station, convenience store, rest area, no? Kung kailangan may long travel. Marami pa actually, bank. These are the facilities that support the tourism activities. So baka maraming nagtataka bakit yung iba hindi pa syadong pinopromote. Maybe this is one of the reason why, yung presence ng support facilities.
Thank you, RD. Is proximity to Davao City a big factor, you think?
If we're talking of international tourists, yes. Because even the Japanese market, in fact, they only want one leg of flight. So to arrive to Davao, they need two for now, because either via Cebu, Clark, or Manila, and then they fly to Davao. So medyo challenging yon. They must really like to go to Davao for them to take that two legs. It's an issue for foreign, but we've been seeing, no? I've been seeing mga foreign. Ang kailangan lang natin, yung mga stopovers talaga, no? So we have the rest areas. Kung let's say 3 hours ang travel, sometimes it's 3.5. Kailangan may mga magaganda and functional toilet working talaga for mga stopovers. Ito lang rin yung i-share ko, Vice Mayor, is that when we want to push for MATI, and if we want growth, we don't just push for our local sites and destinations. We have to consider the nearby towns. Because with that, and that's what we did a circuit for Davao Oriental, even starting from Davao City, stop over at Davao de Oro and Davao del Norte. You promote travel, but MATI can always be the base because this is the service hub of the province. So hindi tayo talo doon because we want them to stay longer. So they stay here, they travel. They have many activities that they can do.
Thank you, RD. You spoke about tourism rest areas. What does a tourism rest area generally include for it to qualify? Kaya I know isa na sa advocacy sa atong secretary.
Opo. So for a tourist rest area, ideally, of course, naa siya'y clean and functional toilet. Meron siyang nursing room for a mother na kailangan mag-feed ng baby. Maganda if there's a coffee shop. Yung mga basic lang na snacks available. Maganda if there's pasalubong area also that they can buy, no, mga tokens. And then use that chance already to promote your destinations. If they stop there, at least may mga tour packages kayo or promotional materials or brochures. You have posters on the wall to showcase MATI. So yun ang main features of the tourist rest areas. But I'll stress again on the importance of having a clean, functional toilet.
Thank you, RD. Last two. There's a suggestion from our local chief executive to pass an ordinance requiring all food servers in restaurants to have a uniform, which I think is a good idea. Can you hear your comments on this?
Yeah, because it would also instill pride sa kanila that they're recognized by the LGU. But let's work together also on that, or if not, I'm sure LGU is very much capable of training them on food safety, Filipino brand of service, the way they greet, no, the customers. Kahit informal sector, very important. Even the tricycle drivers, no, magko-connect kasi yon. So definitely, a visitor will require transpo, sasakay yun ng tricycle. Dapat, proper grooming is very important at saka marunong mag-greet, di ba? At least also empowered, like alam yung mga basic na mga tourist attractions in MATI. It's really empowering them. Magandang idea siya.
Thank you, RD. Yan not just limited to food establishments, pati lahat ng tourism sector should have a uniform para presentable sa ila.
Would be nice.
And then last, RD, you mentioned in your slide na ay tourism roadmap 2025 to 2028. In your experience, ang uban mga LGUs, do they adopt the tourism plan through a resolution or ordinance?
So what we do, we monitor all the LGUs sa kanilang mga tourism development plans, no? And that's why we make sure that we have the regional level so that the local can anchor sa regional level. Ang ating Assistant Regional Director is monitoring all the LGUs. Yung mga may wala pa, medyo kinukulit talaga nila because this is mandated by law for an LGU to have their own local tourism development plan. pwede naman mag-anchor sa regional namin. And this is done in consultation of the private sectors and the LGU. Sa amin na part, we always monitor also asa na kami banda sa aming plan. We make sure na implemented namin lahat ng mga action plans also there para ma-reach yung outcome na gusto natin.
So thank you, RD. If there are no more questions from the members, RD, we'd like to thank you so much for your time. Swerte mi sa Mati na ang Regional Director for Tourism. Taga Mati pod. Swerte mi ni Tarog Paulo na kapamilya pod. No?
Salamat kaayo.
If there are no more questions from the members, a few minutes recess is declared. May you invite the RD and ARD sa atong session floor. Resume. Before we invite our next guest to the session floor, Dr. Dominic A. Dispo from the Mati Water District, may I request the SB Secretary to read the communication.
Dr. Dominic E. Dispo, General Manager, Mati Water District, Barangay Science City of Mati. Sir, good day. As manifested by Honorable Sandra Paul B. Alcantara, Chairman of the Committee on Energy and Water Utilities, during its July 8, 2025 regular session, the Sanggunian would like to invite your presence to its regular session on July 15, 2025 at 2:30 p.m. at the City's Council Session Hall to apprise the honorable body on the short and long-range plans of your office relative to the development of the water utility with the end view of providing a better service for city constituents. We shall appreciate it very much if you could spare your time with us on this very basic concern. Thank you and more power, God bless. Virtually yours, the Honorable Vice Mayor Enzo Rabat.
Thank you, Dr. Dominic A. Dispo. Sir, welcome sa among second regular session. The floor is yours.
Maayong hapon sa tanan.
Maayong hapon.
I'm Dominic Dispo, the General Manager of Mati Water District. First and foremost, I would like, in behalf of Mati Water District family, I would like to extend my profound gratitude to the 8th City Council of our city, especially to Honorable Sander Paul Alcantara, being the chairperson of the Committee on Utilities and Water and Energy. Thank you kaayo, sir, sa imong pag-invite sa ACUA to apprise the City Council as well as the people of the City of Mati sa mga short and long-term plans of Mati Water District. So, before I will present the long-term plans of Mati Water District, short and long-term plans of Mati Water District, I would like to give a report with the accomplishments of Mati Water District since last year up to this year. And I would like to apprise the constituents, especially the concessioners of Mati Water District, sa among mga accomplishments, especially last year. So, the pressing concern of Mati Water District since last year is we have two top priorities in our agenda. I consider this not only top priorities but urgent priorities. Excuse me mga ma'am ug sir, pwede ko mo request to medyo time out lang sa kadali kay murag wala manggod
A few minutes recess is
ang
declared.
presentation.
Yes, sir. A few minutes
Ay,
recess is
salamat
declared.
kayo sir. Thank you so much, Honorable Vice Mayor. As I've said, the two priorities of Mati Water District since last year is first is the improved water supply and second is the First is the improved water supply and the second one is the improved customer service. So, in order to address this pressing concern, the urgent priority of improving our water supply, last year we activated the Tamya pumping station. So, for the information of the body, the Tamya pumping station has a capacity of 30 horsepower pump capacity. So, para natay idea, pwede ni siya makahatag og tubig between 1,200 to 1,500 households. Aside from that one, we activated also the Bitanagan pumping station. This pumping station, naani siya 15 horsepower pump capacity, then maka-supply ni siya og tubig in a number of 500 to 700 or even 900 households. So for the information sa body, ang Tamya and Bitanagan pumping station was able to serve the Martinez subdivision, Tamya area, Bitanagan area, and pinaka-importante is ang na-publish ang poblasyon area, including the Lower and Upper Salazar barangay signs. So nag-domino effect na ni siya ang epekto aning Tamya o Bitanagan pumping stations, because those pumping stations nga nag-serve before sa barangay signs Lower and Upper Salazar as well as to the poblasyon area, wala naman nagsulod sa atong poblasyon area. So nahatag na siya ng mga supplies dito dapit sa mga riverside areas and sa mga Bilawan areas. And to support that there is an additional cubic meter consumption or water supply na na-produce sa atong Mati Water District since last year, natay data with regards to cubic meter consumption. For as low as we have a monthly consumption before of 189,840 cubic meters na tubig, but after sa ato ang activation of our Tamya and Bitanagan pumping station, nag-reach siya into 239,409 cubic meters per month. So an increase of almost 50,000 cubic meters per month. So kung ato na siyang i-convert into liters, kanang litro nga tubig, natay additional at most per month of 50 million liters of water a month. So that is why ang mga taga Martinez area, ang taga Poblacion area, as well as mostly in Barangay Central area, naka-feel og alibyo in terms sa water supply and water pressure sa atong Mati Water District. And one indicator that we improve our service is the number of service connections. So from 7,971 connections, honestly, the trend of our number of service connections last year is decreasing. We started around 8,000, but then June of 2024, nagbaba siya of 7,971. Then as of July, manani ang ato ang service connections for July, 8,503 connections, an increase of more than 500 connections. So an indicator po na the water supply has been addressed. At the same time, bumabalik na po yung kumpiyansa ng mga konsyumante ng Mati Water District sa amin. So, for 2025, as part of our agenda of improving our water supply, for the second half of 2025, Mati Water District will be constructing a 400 cubic meter steel-bolted tank reservoir at BGR Dahican. To be exact, mag-mobilize na tomorrow ang ato ang mga mag-construct sa ato ang 400 cubic meters reservoir nga sa may BGR Dahican. And at the same time, before mag-end ang ato ang 2025, we will be upgrading the Bitanagan pumping station from 15 horsepower pump capacity to 25 horsepower pump capacity. So in other words, an additional of more or less 500 to 600 households water capacity ang madugang nato before the end of 2025. So the question now is, na ay tubig, what will happen pag naatay mga brownouts, especially na mga scheduled power interruptions? So, since last year, we evaluated, kay baludyo ko for a fact nga naay 5 ka generator ang Mati Water District. The question now is, functionable ba siya? If ever naatay mga periods of brownouts, magamit ba siya? So, gi-evaluate na to, in short, sa 5 ka 5 generating sets na ay 3 ka need o minimal repair, minimal maintenance. The other one is general maintenance, and the last one is dili na jud siya magamit. So useless kung ato siyang ayuhon kay murag mas dako pa ang gasto kaysa mopalita og brand new na mga generator. So for the information, we have generating sets on our NHA pumping station. We have also from Dex pumping station serving the Barangay Central. We have Madang pumping station, and we have also the Chan Village pumping station. So last year wala ta nag-stop knowing nga naalang tayo upat ka generating sets. So what we did is nag-request ta og resolution sa atuang board of directors nga aprubahan nga ang pinakadako nato na pumping station, which is the Tamya pumping station, is matagaan og generator. So last week of January, luckily nag-abot na ang atong gi-order na generating set for the Tamya pumping station. So that is why matingala ang mga taga Martinez subdivision, ang mga low-lying areas sa mga Martinez subdivision sa population area nga nganong naamang gihapoy tubig ang Mati Water District maskin pa og brownout. It's because of this 75 kVA generating set na na-installed sa Tamya pumping station. And last June 26, 2025, a board resolution number 33, series of 2025 was approved. A resolution approving the purchase of 2 units of generating set to be used at Purok Bayanihan Lower Bliss Pumping Station and Martinez 1 Dahican Pumping Station. So the people of Mati can expect that before the year of 2025 ends, we will have additional units of 2 generating set. Because as I've said, na-improve atong water supply, but the question is, how about pag naatay mga power interruption? So, in terms of customer service, improved customer service, the clamor of our concessionaires is that magtapok man mi sa inyong opisina during due date pag magbayad. So, why not give us other ways nga makabayad mi sa mo ang obligation sa water. So that is why last year atong gipaningkamutan na maka-communicate ta na maaprubahan ang ato ang MOA with regards to collection agent na M. Lowellier, pamilyang tulay ng pamilyang Pilipino. And then ang gusto man jud sa mga tao is kanang ginatawag kanang common sa tuwa nga kanang GCash. So last year atong gipaningkamutan nga makumpleto, walay maging problema ang pag kuha nato sa GCash. Then this year successfully makabayad na mo sa inyong water bill sa atong Mati Water District through GCash. At the same time, mo na ni karon ang ato ang mga collecting agents sa atong Mati Water District. You may pay your water bill through the following collection partners. First, we have the LinkBiz portal, the M. Lowellier Pawn Shop, and the GCash. To further improve our customer service, we implemented the SMS Blaster of Mati Water District. Mati Water District is very proud to introduce the SMS Blaster. Kita ang pinakauna ani sa Davao Oriental, Davao de Oro, I'm not sure with Davao del Norte. Ang features sa itong SMS Blaster is using ang mga cellphone. Our concessionaires every month maka-receive sila og statement of account, maka-receive sila og payment confirmation. For example, magbayad mo sa GCash, sa M. Lowellier, magbayad mo sa opisina, paghuman ninyo og bayad, naaday magtingog sa inyong mga cellphone para i-confirm ang inyong payment. So gamit po ni siya kung hilig mo magsugo-sugo lang sa inyong mga kaila or sa inyong mga staff para ma-sure jud ninyo mga serog ma'am kung nabayad ba jud on time ang inyong gipadala na payment. So aside from that one, pwede mo magamit sa mong SMS Blaster using balance inquiry through SMS. Just type MWD for Mati Water District, space BAL, space sa atong number nga naka-indicate diha, then maka-receive na mo og text. Aside from that one, the SMS Blaster will have automatic due date, penalty, and disconnection reminders, as well as water advisories. So kung gusto mo mag-type, mag-ask regarding sa inyong balance inquiry, ingani ang inyong buhaton. Just type MWD BAL, 8-digit account number, and send to 0917, the number given. Pero para maprotektahan atong Data Privacy Act, dapat ang inyong account number mag-coincide sa number nga nakarehistro sa atong database sa ato ang opisina. And aside from that one, to improve more our customer service, nag-implement og modernized queuing system ang Mati Water District. Kini siya na machine, sir, mga ma'am. This is the first and the only po ni siya sa Davao Oriental and Davao de Oro. I'm not sure with Davao del Norte. So kana siya nga machine, instead na the regular na queuing machine ang ginahatag, press na lang mo ana, and then naay mo gawas na queuing number ninyo. Then it will be upgraded na pwede mo maka-inquire sa inyong balance ana siya nga machine. Kana siya nga machine, at the same time pwede po maka-view sa inyong transaction record. And on process na pod ang ginabuhat sa tong Mati Water District karon, nga kana bitawng ibilin lang bitaw ninyo ang inyong payment bitaw, sir, mga ma'am. Ibilin lang ninyo, tapos kay namang time nga Saturdays and Sundays, natay isa ka machine, ibilin lang digto ang inyong payment, tapos automatic na siya ma-record sa office. So, ingani na karon ang ato ang dagway sa atong opisina sa gawas kung naay magbayad, sa sulod pag naay magbayad. And of course, ang pinaka-importante diri is ang response time, no? Kung namatay 911, napod mi 911 in terms sa response time pag naamoy mga concerns na gusto ipa-repair. That is why nag-create ta og duha ka team dedicated for this purpose. The first one is the South Maintenance Repair Team, and the second one is the North Maintenance Repair Team. So ang mahitabuan ni sir, pag naamoy concern, i-dispatch dayon sila automatic sa ilaha. Kung asa man nabilong ang inyong area, ilaha dayon na siyang i-repair. Muna mo ginatawag nga 911 sa Mati Water District. And of course, naanami Facebook page nga active. Mani amo ang Facebook page na active if ever na may mga concerns, Mati Water District Official. So in terms of storage facilities, kung naanatay water, naanatay genset, so we need storage facilities. It's because during daytime, magamit nato ato ang mga tubig, then how about pag nighttime, asa mabutang ato ang mga tubig? So that is why naatay 19 ka storage facilities in these areas. And these are some of the reservoir storage tank of Mati Water District. So before I will present my Mati Water District 10-year development plan or the CAPEX expenditures, CAPEX program of Mati Water District for 2026 to 2035, I would like to inform that Mati Water District, along with other local water districts in the country, are government-owned and controlled corporations. The problem with the existing is that wala mi funding gikan sa national government. Wala mi funding from the Department of Budget and Management. That is why it is very important to share these important facts sa City of Mati Council as well as to the concessionaires of Mati Water District, hoping na puhon-puhunay na ay matabang ang City Council sa Mati Water District. So, the water rate of Mati Water District. The Mati Water District water rate is only 100 pesos. I'm telling you this, it's because this water rate was approved last September 1995 and was implemented in the year 1997. So in short po, almost 28 years na po ang Mati Water District na walang water rate adjustment. Compared with other water districts in Davao Oriental, for discussion purposes, Baganga Water District has a minimum charge of 210 and 45 centavos. Tarragona Water District, 185 pesos. San Isidro Water District, 218 pesos. And the Lupon Water District is 210 pesos. So as we can see, makaingon jud ta nga barato ra kayo, very, very cheap ang tubig sa Mati Water District. Compared with other cities in the Davao region, our water rate stands still at 100 pesos. Tagum Water District is 221 pesos and 60 centavos. We have Panabo Water District at 245 and 97 centavos. The Island Garden City of Samal, the Igacos Water District at 246 pesos. The Davao City Water District at 21420 and the Digus Water District at 183 and 90 centavos. So, I'm not making excuses po. I'm just telling you the realities na if na ay mga mutabang, mga maayong kasing-kasing nga willing mutabang sa Mati Water District, magpabaga na lang yung kog dagway mga serog, ma'am, dawaton yun ako na siya. It's because we badly need your help in terms of funding and finances. So to present the capital expenditures of Mati Water District for 2026 to 2035, this will serve as the blueprint, the direction of Mati Water District that we will be going to for the next 10 years of operation. So for 2026, this will be the priorities of Mati Water District. As I've said, pwede ko ninyo tinglon, pwede ko ninyo pangutan-on at the end of 2025 kung asa na tong 400 cubic meters nga steel bolted tank sa may BGR area nga nung wala pa natukod, o pwede ko ninyo paninglon atong upgrading sa atong Bitanaga na pumping station. For 2026, this will be the priorities of Mati Water District. As I've said earlier, kung naay gusto mo fund ani na mga projects, willing kaayo ang Mati Water District. For the first one is the storage facilities. As expected, naanatay tubig during daytime. Since naanatay tubig during daytime, how about pagka nakadlawon nga walay nagagamit ang tubig? So ang tendency ana is palungon ang mga pumping station para dili mambuto ang ato ang mga pipes. Pero sayang manggod. So we need storage facilities. So the first one is we will construct a 100 cubic meter reservoir at Martinez Phase 1 Dahican. We will construct also a 100 cubic meters reservoir at Upper Bliss Barangay Science or Martinez Phase 2 Dahican. Naka-or na siya mga sir of ma'am, it's because ang Martinez Phase 2 Dahican, property na maguna siya sa Mati Water District. Then at the same time, kanang sa Upper Bliss, nag-scout pa lang jud ko diha og area kung asa ibutang ang atuang tangki. Although naana ko'y initial talk regarding that one, pero base dili ma-materialize mo nang na ako'y other option which is to be put up sa Martinez Phase 2 nga Dahican. So sa itong mga pumping stations, mo ni atong i-purchase for next year. Sa pipelines and appurtenances, we'll be expanding our service coverage area in the Dahican area. So we will be pipelaying 200 pieces, 110 di 4 nga tubo sa Dahican Beach area. For discussion purposes, ang transmission lines sa itong Mati Water District na apamidya karon sa may Costa Locas. So we're planning to extend more or less 1.2 kilometers next year. And then we will be expanding our service coverage area at the Bilawan relocation site. And also we will be procuring water meters, various supplies and equipments. Diri na pod mapasok ato ang another sets of generating sets. So we will be purchasing a 400 kVA genset for Madang Barangay Central and 30 kVA genset for Old LTO Barangay Central Pumping Station. If you're wondering, anong diha man yun na ipambutang niya ng mga genset? It's because these pumping stations is dagko ni siya mga capacity ng mga pumping stations compared to others. So kung kini ang atong butangan og mga genset, most likely daghan ang makabenepisyo ani ng mga gensets. And for the service vehicle, bisig na ay mag-donate ani, kailangan na mo og duha ka motorcycle. Barato ra man kaayo na siya, no? Basig na alay mag-donate sa inyo, ha. For 2027, as you can see, sa atong mga capital expenditures for 2024, 2025, 2026, for 2024, our aim is to improve our water supply as well as for 2025. For 2026 and 2027, we need to stabilize our water supply. Makita ninyo for 2028, dito na nag-expansion ang Mati Water District. So for 2027, storage facilities, 100 cubic meters for the Bilawan relocation site. And then, kung makabisita mo sa itong mga pumping stations, we need to reconstruct the fencing of our pumping stations as well as we need to purchase hypochlorinators to secure the potability of our water. Pipelines, another 1.2, more or less 1.2 kilometers expansion to the Dahican Beach area. In preparation, no, timing lang po, it's because ganiya nag-present si RD. So in preparation po ni siya nga mag-advance thinking ang Mati Water District kay mo man dyan ang ato ang tourism center ang Dahican Beach area. So we need to prepare water for the Dahican beaches. Various supplies and equipments, another sets of genset, and then this is the third one, is the lot acquisition. So before ta maka-expand for 2028, we need to purchase lot acquisition. So the first one is we have three proposed pumping stations. First is the proposed Mapantad Barangay Science Pumping Stations, 100 square meter for the proposed Barangay Matiao proper pumping stations, and the third one is for the proposed Lumugao Barangay Matiao pumping stations. So Mapantad Barangay Science is for Barangay Science, Barangay Matiao proper. The Lumugao proposed pumping station will serve and improve the water condition of Upper Bliss area as well as the Capitol Hills area. And then we will be purchasing one utility van and a backhoe loader. Ma-produce na ta, mag-purchase ta og backhoe in preparation para sa ato mga expansion areas para mas mapabilis ang pagtrabaho sa ato mga pipelaying. Paspasan na lang ako ni siya gamay. For 2028, since nakapalit na ta og lote, we will be having a source development for Barangay Science, Mapantad. We will be pipelaying for Mapantad Barangay Science, 200, so more or less 1.2 kilometers. And then we will be providing a pump house for the proposed proposed pumping station. Storage facilities, again, as expected, for 2028, we expect na ang tubig sa poblasyon area, especially pag peak hour, demand time, base ma-shorta, we need to construct storage facility at the Poblacion Barangay Central. Every year po, as for the information sa council, Mati Water District as of now has 33 pumping stations. So that is why every year, para ma-meet nato ang demand sa water, even power interruption, we need to purchase gensets every year. So sa tong maintenance service vehicle, we'll be purchasing again utility van truck. For the information of the body, ang ginagamit namo karon ng mga sakyanan sa opisina is mga tigulang na yun na sila, sir. Mga 20 years old above na sila. Then ang isa na is donated pa na siya sa isa ka water district. So that is why we need to purchase new ones. For 2029, another source development for Barangay Matiao proper. The same na sila og mechanism. We need to purchase pipelines. We need to construct pumping stations, pump house, and then storage facilities for Mapantad, service connections, another set of genset, and a service pickup. For 2030, another source development for Lumugao Barangay Matiao pumping stations, pipelines, pumping stations, storage facilities, building infrastructure and facilities. So for 2030, we hope 5 years from now, makakonstruct ta og 3-story office building sa Conchita subdivision. As of now, mga serok ma'am, congested ang Mati Water District employees, more or less, na nami sa 60 ka employees sa Mati Water District. Then pang magtapok yun ming tanan, ipit na jud ang opisina sa tong Mati Water District. For 2031, again, storage facilities, pumping stations, and pump treatment. Replacement of old water meters, various supplies and equipments, lot acquisition. So for 2031, in preparation for another service expansion of Mati Water District, we will acquire 3 possible sites for 3 proposed pumping stations. For 2031, God's will, we will purchase a 150 square meter lot at proposed Barangay Mayo pumping station, another 150 for proposed Barangay Don Martin Marundan pumping station, and another 150 square meters for the proposed Barangay Don Enrique Lopez pumping station. So, maintenance vehicle, in preparation sa expansion service areas, kailangan na nato og boom truck. It's because ang pag-alsa-alsa sa mga tubo, so kailangan na jud nato boom truck, dili na makaya sa ato ang mga L300 van kay luoy na pod kaayo. So kung nana po'y mag-donate anang 2 units motorcycle, mas maayo. Na-propose ta og 2 units motorcycle because our expansion is palayo naman ng palayo. For 2032, start na ta sa ato ang well drilling construction or source development para sa ato ang Barangay Mayo, proposed Barangay Mayo nga pumping station. The same time, the same with other years, pipelines, pumping stations, from proposed Barangay Mayo site going to Bitanagan Bridge, more or less mga 5.2 kilometers na siya. So that is why kung mag-conduct ta og pipe laying activity, initial pala ng 350 pieces, it's because dili yun na mahuman sa isa ka tuig ang ato ang pipe laying based on our experience. So, various supplies and equipments, again, as I've said earlier, every year mo purchase na taog genset. And then a utility van once again para sa tuang expansion area in Barangay Mayo. Of course, pag-abot sa panahon, it really depends on the availability of funds sa Mati Water District. I-identify nato kung asa diri karon tong mga priority programs. So kung dili kayo importante, i-disregard nato, mas unahon nato ang water supply o water availability, even brownouts. So for 2033, ang continuation of pipelines for Barangay Mayo to Bitanagan Bridge, construction of storage facilities, a 400 cubic meter glass fuel bolted elevated tank at BGR Dahican. If you're wondering anong BGR man jud always Barangay Dahican, it's because Mati Water District natay property diha nga more or less 2,000 square meters. So, gi-envision sa atong Mati Water District nga mahimo na siyang dipo sa tubig pag-abot sa panahon. So, another 75 kVA genset. Source development for 2024 para sa Barangay DMM. Again, pipe-laying activity. From Barangay DMM proposed site going to BGR area, na siya mga more or less 5.6 kilometers. That is why ang pipelines nato is gitunga nato kaduha for 2024 and 2035. So 570 pieces for 2034 and then pump house again, replacement of old water meters, and for the various supplies and equipments, 75 kVA for proposed Barangay DMM pumping station. And during this time, we will purchase a 1-unit water truck tanker or kanang 10 cubic meters ang iyang capacity. Na envision sa itong Mati Water District na pag naay mga water interruption diri ng mga area, if ever naatay mga water tanker, at least makaprovide gihapon ta og tubig sa ilaha. Magamit po ni siyang water tanker during kanang mga events sa tong City of Mati, especially pag mag-host ang mga sports fest event na ang isa ka school kailangan og tubig, so makaprovide na ta na through a water tanker. For 2035, salamat sa inyong pasensya mga sir ug ma'am, kay last year na yun siya. We will be continuing the pipelines of the Barangay DMM to BGR pumping station. And then storage facilities, another 400 cubic meter glass fuse steel bolted tank at BGR Dahican. And then building infrastructure. During this time, 10 years from now, we envision to construct a 2-story office building, laboratory building at BGR Dahican. So, gi-envision nato sa atong Mati Water District na we have our own laboratory during that time para in terms of potability test, dili na ta mag-agto, we will not go to other municipalities or other cities para magpa-test sa ato ang mga tubig. And then we will construct a motor pool activity building at BGR Dahican. So before I will end my presentation, I would like to share this quote, no? Thousands have lived without love. Ambot lang kung tinuod ba ni siya. But one without water. So with that, daghang salamat ug salamat sa inyong pasensya sa akong pagpaminaw. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Dispo, for the comprehensive presentation. Salamat po sa pagtambong sa among imbitasyon diri sa City Council. It was initiated by Chairman Alcantara on energy and water utilities. We will now be entertaining questions from the members. Honorable Alcantara.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chair, and once again, good afternoon, Sir Dispo. Sir, thank you kayo sa nindot na presentation and gipagdahan-daan yun ni mo, sir, ang ato ang presentation karon dinhi. And we appreciate kayo sa effort and paghatag sa panahon sa among imbitasyon karong adlaw. And after hearing your presentation, sir, makaingon jud tang nindot jud kaayo ang plano sa Water District, or let me say Mati Water District alang sa syudad sa Mati for the next 10 years. Pero to shorten lang, sir, and to clarify lang pod, no, for reference, especially sa atong katawhan karon nga nagtan-aw through live, unsay i-expect usas atong katawhan sa karong tuiga 2025, sir, especially during brandouts?
As I've said ganiya, sir, for 2025, naka-produce naman ta, naka-purchase ta atong 75 kVA na genset. And then, as it was approved last June 26 during a board meeting, we will purchase another 2 generating sets, sir. So, pag naanay power interruption, katong 2 generating sets, sir, pag ma-purchase to within this year, ang additional beneficiary to, if ever natay scheduled power interruption, sir, are the residents of Purok Bayanihan, the Lower Bliss area in Barangay Science, and at the same time, the Martinez Subdivision Phase 1 to Phase 3 residents.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir. And Mr. Chair, I'd like to add a question, Mr. Chair, with regards to our kaning pagpamutol gani sa atong kuan, sir. Mga disconnections nato, sir. Naay naduol sa ako ng mga concerns with regards sa atong mga tigpamutol or mga pagpamutol ng mga concerns. Naay sitwasyon, sir, nga nahitabo kung tinuod ba ni sir nga pag mag-due date na ka, 1 day lang after your due date, putol largo, sir, without notice sa ato ang consumer.
Actually, sir, before jud ta mamutol, nagapadala ta og SMS blaster, sir. Mao nang gina-encourage na mo ang mga concessionaires nga ipa-register ang ilahang mga numbers sa atong database sa atong opisina para ma-remind sila. So with regard to your question, sir, nga due date karon pagkaugma pamutol, I would like to clarify, sir, nga ang disconnection policy sa atong Mati Water District as of now is 1 month disconnection policy. Pero ang atong ginaputlan jud, sir, most of the time nga kanang due date kanang na-mention ni mga 1 day after due date, sir, is 2 months, 2 to 3 months pataas na sila, sir. So kung mo question ta, sir, nga nganong naputlan man mi nga gahapon pa nag-due date, then karon naputlan daayon, kung sa ano pa, sir, masinabtanon biya jud kayo ang Mati Water District, sir, to be honest lang. So ang among ginabuhat jud, sir, is among mga ginaputlan is 2 to 3 months pataas.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Sir, regarding aning pagpamutol, sir, nga if tigpamutol, nagaduol pa ba sila sa balay sa consumer, sir, o diretso na sila putol sa linya sa tubig, sir?
Naay time, sir, kay depende man po na sa location sa itong mga water meter, sir. Pag ang water meter na belong or located siya na dool sa balay, muduol man ang mga consumer, muhangyo sila. So, prerogative na po na sa itong mga disconnection team, sir, kung ipadayon nila. Pero most of the time, sir, pag naimuhangyo, dili man nila ipadayon.
Okay. Sige, sir. Katulang, Mr. Chair, daghang salamat sa imuhang presensya karong adlaw, Mr.
Thank you, Honorable Alcantara. Honorable Pabio.
Thank you, Honorable Presiding Officer. First, mangutana sa ako ni Sir kung nganong doktor ba siya? Doktor sa tubig?
Sir, please.
Graduate ko, my bachelor's degree, sir, is Bachelor of Science in Computer Engineering. Nag-masteral ko, Master in Management. Then, nag-graduate po ko PhD, Doctor of Philosophy in Development Administration.
Thank you kayo. Honorable Presiding Officer, as a Chairman of Committee on Health and Sanitation, mangutahan lang ko kung safety pa ba ang atong tubig diri sa City of Mati.
Thank you, Honor. Safety for drinking or safety for cooking?
Safety for drinkable.
Please, sir.
We are mandated by law, sir, ng Philippine National Standards for Drinking Water na every month ipatest atong mga sources sa tubig. Na gina-required po ta sa LOA na every month mag-submit og mga bacteriological test sa ilaha. Then every time po ta magpa-test sa atong sources sa tubig, sir, not here in Mati but in other cities, ang remarks ana always is no coliform bacteria were found in the water sample safe for human consumption.
Percentage-wise, pila ka percent na safety for drinkable?
Ang required sa atong Mati Water District, sir, is mag-submit mo og samples based sa mong category is 11 samples a month. So natay random sampling nga ginabuhat. So ang result ato is potable water. So I can say, sir, nga 100%.
Okay. How often test siya for safety?
Required ang local water district, sir, na every month, sir, magpa-test sa atong sources sa tubig.
Religiously conducted?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And actually, sir, ang result sa amo ang Bacti test is gina-email na mo sa LOA, amo pong gina-email sa City Health, sir. Kaya pangayo man po sila sa mo every month.
Can we ask a copy, the chairman of the Committee on Health and also the members on this Sangguniang Panglungsod?
Yes, sir.
And
Yes, sir.
every time.
Pwede mag-ano, sir, i-CC na mo, sir. Magpadala mi sa LOA, magpadala mi sa ato ang City Health, then at the same time sa imuha pong opisina, sir.
Kaya daghan magon mangutana ang linya nila sa tubig kung safety pa ba inumon kaya naanad na magon sinag mineral water. Thank you, Honorable Presiding Officer.
Thank you, Honorable Fabio. Honorable Antopuesto, followed by the Honorable Valera.
Good afternoon, especially sa atong resource speaker this afternoon. Sir, I observe sa imuhang long plan presentation. Nabalaka lang ko nga most of your focus outside the city proper. How about the city proper? Because this is time, na-observe na ko nga you presented ang source nato sa tubig, kusog na. But in the city proper, frankly speaking, in my building at Doña Rosa Street, I still waiting 5 hours usa mo agas ang inyong tubig. And then, dili nag-aagas na ay bill. So I think, hindi ito argumentation, I think na ay something wrong with your installation of pipeline in the city proper because I observed nga kini siya, sir, siguro I think 1970s pa ang pipeline. What happened to my building in Doña Rosa? You presented that we have enough supply of water. Second, yung long plan presentation ninyo, sir, hindi ko napansin na you have a plan for Mati for the 2035. What happened to our installation during the time?
Okay, sir. Noted kayo na imuhang concern, sir, with regard sa imuhang building sa Doña Rosa, sir. So, after this session, sir, pag abot na ako sa opisina, ako yun ang ipa-investigate, ipa-verify na ako kung unsa yung problema diya, sir, kay in terms of city proper, sir, makaingon man jud ko, sir, nga okay na ang serbisyo sa Mati Water District. Pero sa imuhang gina-concern ron, sir, ako yun ang ipa-verify, sir.
Paunsa ni mo ma-prove nga okay na ang serbisyo sa tubig na to sa Central?
Number one indicator na ko, sir, is mangreklamo na ang mga empleyado sa Water District pag mamutol sa poblasyon area. Kay before daw, sir, pag mamutol sila, dili sila mabasa. Karon makaligo na jud sila og tubig.
Okay. Next is, I would like to contradict that you said that nag-increase na ang mga connection sa tubig. No, siguro they have no choice. Nag-increase ang atong population. But as a mere fact, nga ako yung nakita, hinay pag yun ang atong tubig, sir. Ato lang siguro, I cannot convince with your presentation. We cannot compete into other water works or water system in other municipalities or cities. But in fact, even in Martinez, daghan gyapong reklamo. Daghan gyapon sa Magsaysay, anywhere in the Mati City. I cannot convince your presentation.
I would like to inform the body, sir, that duly noted itong imong gipangingon, sir, ha? Ako yun na siyang i-take note, sir. To be honest lang, sir, kay ako yung paningkamutan, sir, not only because you're the city councilor, sir, pero pag nadyo'y mo duol sa kuha, sir, ako yun ang paningkamutan kay maulaw ko, sir, Mao jud na ako ka ng pasalamat ko sir kay napa ko'y kaulaw sir ba. Pero sa imong question ganiha sir, sa imong mga kuan, I would like to inform this honorable body nga sa atong City of Mati karon, it is not only the Mati Water District who is a water provider. So we have a private water provider. At the same time, we have associations, barangay associations. It's just so happen nga pag magka-problema ang tubig aning mga other water providers, murag ang masisi gihapon isang Mati Water District.
Yes, last question, sir. Naaba mo'y, nakambyuhan ba ninyo ang atong mga pipelines? Dugay na kayo na itong mga pipelines sa atong water system? Naaba mo'y plano nga kambyuhan or nakambyuhan na?
Actually, sir, diri sa poblasyon area, sir, nanatay naka-standby diha ng mga bagong pipeline, sir.
Standby pa lang.
Ginaano pa man gud namo, sir, gina-evaluate pa namo ang system, sir.
Okay.
Actually, honestly, sir, nanatay nakaparehab na tag pipes diri sa atong poblasyon area.
I think, sir, that's the problem. Ang dami, meron na tayong tubig, pero the connection, the mainline is very small. Dili yun na siya makasustain. Isa kasuyop sa usa ka user, wala na yan. So I think subject for you to inspect the pipeline. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Honorable Antopuesto. Honorable Valera.
Thank you, Honorable Presiding Officer. Sir, General Manager, sir. Good afternoon. So, nalagoy ka may pangutana, sir. Pila nakaka-years na manager sa atong Mati Water District?
Actually, sir, 1 year lang ko atong July 4, sir.
Okay.
July 4, 2025.
Taga-Mati ka, sir?
Dili ko natao diri sa Mati, sir, but I've been working sa Mati Water District since August 9, 2004. Tapos,
okay.
Nakaminyo po kog taga Mati, sir. That is why I've been living here in Mati since 2010. Then diri na pod mi nagpuyo sa akong pamilya, sir.
Thank you. So, gamay pa ko, bata pa ko, dili pa ko official sa baryo that time sa Barangay Science, naana ang Mati Water District. But as of now, wala kayo na ko pa may bali. What is the nature of our Mati Water District? Is this government? Or it is association? Or people's organization? Or non-government organization?
Mati Water District, sir, all local water districts in the country are government-owned and controlled corporation.
That's why matong nangayo kag dunay mo donate units, no? So, sir, unsay ginagamit nato nga sa imo? Don't open lang sa akong pangutana, sir. Unsay ginagamit nimo na tubig sa imong balay?
Nakoy Mati Water District, sir.
So,
To be honest lang, sir, kay di po ko maging hipokrito, mga
Yes,
sir ug ma'am. Nakoy Mati Water District, at the same time, naapoy bottled water.
yes, sir. Ang ginainom nimo, sir?
Ako, sir, is gripo man ko, sir.
Depo.
Okay.
Dili Water District. Dili sa Mati Water District ang
Gripo sa Mati Water District ani, sir.
diha
Oo.
nagainom.
Pero nami pod mi bottled water, sir.
Okay. So, meaning kung nakainom ka diha pero dili permanente, no?
Dili jud,
Sometimes
sir.
lang. Pero do not get the water treatment, sir, ang Mati Water District as of now.
Kung mapansin nyo sa presentation, sir, natay mga chlorinator, sir, katong mga hypochlorinator.
Dili na karong bag-o na high-tech na automatic do na yung machine for water treatment. Like karon sa private na nag-operate og tubig sa Mati City, sir, correct?
Ang sa private water provider, manggod, sir, based on my understanding, so kailangan yun na nila iagi og proseso.
Yes, sir.
Kay amo manggod, sir, is deep well drilling.
Okay. Ang ilang sapa, no?
Ana,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Kay mostly, kanunay na to madungog ang mga complaint, especially na kining water treatment na dili masyado imingonta moto nang utana ko si moha kung diha medyo ka nagainom kay may unta na safety gyud ta atong the same related sa pangutana ni Honorable Councilor Fabio. So Ang parat na to nga tubig, sir, ato na ba nang nakuan? Natupag?
Actually, sir, wala na ta nagamit sa itong parat na tubig, sir.
Like atong sa barangay signs?
Wala na, sir.
Wala na to.
Since I
Condemn
assumed
na
the
to.
office last year, sir, wala na nato gigamit ang ato ang pumping station nga parat. I-condemn na to nato, sir.
So, thank you, sir. No? Kay isa na dapat atong tanaw kay mostly maka-damage sa ato ang mga kitchen o sa atong utensil, no? Sa atong kitchen. Then, ang atong fire hydrant, sir, okay ra gyapon?
Yes, sir.
Tadagap, okay. Thank you, sir. Kana lang akong mga pangutana, sir, dili ta kaaway, kung dili kaubanta, no? Sa pagpa-improve na to sa ato ang services, especially sa ato ang tubig sa Mati, because I believe that water is life. Then, kailangan yun na to potable na water para mamahimong safety ang ato ang mga katauhan sa siyudad sa Mati under cover sa services sa Mati Water District. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Sir Presiding Officer.
Thank you, Honorable Valera. Honorable Macaubos, followed by the Honorable Rabat, followed by Honorable Campos.
Thank you, Mr. Presiding Officer. Salamat sa imong pagbisita. Actually, during your presentation, I was amazed. But in reality, I am not. Sorry to disagree with your presentation. I am di po nung barangay Central, nga opisina mismo sa Barangay Central. To tell you, pwede nimo inspection na akong Barangay Central, naghimo ko another source. Gumikan kay nagbaho ang amo ang mga CR, gumikan sa inyong supply sa tubig nga dili permanente. You can inspect may barangay hall na ako'y separate nga source. Nag-drill ko, maghimo ko og tangke og pump para lang masupplyan ang among panginahanglan. I just want you a very quick question. Kanina, you have mentioned so many nga mga kadugangan nga source sa tubig, in which, as I have told you before, nga I was amazed during your presentation regarding nga ingon nimo ang Barangay Central poblasyon is sufficient na ang tubig. I am now standing before you nga nagsulti sa imuha isip punong barangay sa Barangay Central. Karon pwede ta mag-uban sa ako ang barangay. Ipakita na ako sa imuha nga nag-drill good ko para lang matagaan og pagtagad ang amo ang panginahanglan. Nagbutang kog tangki sa taas, ginapump nako, ginabutang sa taas para masuplayan. Sana unta, siguro for me, sa akong paminaw, dili pagyod sapat ang
Yes, sir.
tubig
Yes,
sa
sir.
Bati. Kanan lang ang gusto na akong madungog. Kaya
Yes,
kanina,
sir.
grabe ang imo ang ingon, in which dili gud ko concede nga mauna na kay kami mismo nakasinati. Karon pwede ta mag-uban dito. Ipakita na ako sa imo kung unsa ang mga panghitabo. Kay lisod ta mag-istorya mas maayong realidad.
Yes, sir.
Para for you to improve. Dili pod kong matuo nga naay mga leaking ang imuhang line. Considering nga na may time nga mo agas. Na may time nga dili. So kung naay leak, dili gyud na siya mo agas. Having an experience po, naisip ako, nagdumala po kong patubig. I was once the provincial water program head for almost 5 years. So suhito po ko bahin sa patubig. So kani, I'm very glad to hear coming from you nga naa kay other. Kung naay brown out na kay mechanical na magamit para ma-supplyan ng tubig. But siguro kulang pag yun ang imong source. Kana lang siguro. Paningkamuti lang. You have mentioned 1,000 of liters ang imuhang nakakuhan. So, tama itong imuhang suggestion, magbutang ka o tangke para imuhang punduhan. So, salamat. Gusto lang na ako i-connect ang ako ang pangutana sa imuha sa gisulti ni Sir Raul. Kay dool rapod me sa iyang building. So, diligod ko mo kung sa imuha. Kaya ako, naagad ko kada adlaw, sir. Usay mo agas 3 hours. Kung wala may tangke, usay ba 24 hours ko sa barangay. So kung ano, pwede na yung tanawon, sir.
Sir,
Kung nakay tao karon pagkahuman diri, mag-uban mi dito sa Barangay Central.
yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. That's all.
Sige, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Radio.
Thank you, Honorable Macaubos. Honorable Rabat.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. To Dr. Dispo, thank you so much for your time, for being here with us today. If I may speak on behalf of our colleagues here and for the city of Mati, it is very clear that there is a big problem sa atong water district mismo. And you can tell with how they would argue, how they would bring their message across. It is filled with passion and concern. And I would like to say your presentation, kahit na it is very well made, I clearly did not understand. Ako ay may college graduate already, but it is not given to me in simple terms. You have given us a long-term plan, and we have discussed the problems now. Pero what is clear, and it is very concerning as well, that there is no plan how to fix it now. From July hantod December of 2025, I would like to know from you and from your board of directors, what is your plan now? Because I would like to see a little bit of progress naman. Because we can talk about 10-year plans, but if the problem we're having right now is yung agas na ng tubig, or yung sanitation, or complaints also coming from the people, it is my obligation to address these concerns and ask you, sir, point blank, is there any startup plans now that we can fix these concerns?
For the second half of 2025, sir, we will be constructing the 400 cubic meters tank at the BGR area. And then before the 2025 ends, we will be upgrading the Bitanagan pumping station from 15 horsepower to 25 horsepower pumping station capacity.
Yung usual construction of your pumping stations, how long does it usually take to build one?
Para maging operational jud sa sir, para conservative estimate na lang sir, earliest is 1 year, pero mudagan pa na siya mga 1 to, depende sa kuwan sa mga 1 to 2 years.
So it's good that you mentioned about building. But again, that does not solve our issue right now kasi you will build these pumping stations which will take a year or so. So the current issue now will not be solved. So is there like a short-term plan while you're building these pumping stations?
Pag-construct sa tangke, sir, ma-feel naman na sa mga taga-Mati karong before the 2025 ends. O katong i-mention ako, sir, nga upgrading sa atong pumping station. So, ma-feel na po na siya before 2025 ends.
Oh, and my last inquiry as well. Okay lang sa'yo, Doc?
Walay problema,
Okay
sir.
I've noticed also that you're charging 100 pesos per household ba yan? Or yung ano nila?
Minimum charge po,
minimum
sir.
charge. While the others is around 200 plus. And also part of your presentation is the lack of funding. If I may ask from you, since it's a government entity, where does your funding come from? From the collection?
Sa collection lang jud, sir.
Okay, so if there is a lack of collection, if there is a lack of funding, is it safe to say that kung mag-increase ka man ng 50 pesos or at least 100, is it safe to say that your funding won't be a problem?
To be honest, sir, nanatay resolution ipadala sa ato ang Local Water Utilities Administration sa LOA requesting for a water rate adjustment. It's because in order for us to improve our services, sir, we really need to increase our water rate from the current 100 pesos. By policy of LOA, sir, ang at most nga ma-increase sa ato ang water rate is 60%. So from 100 pesos, ang maximum nga ma-increase ana, if approved by LOA, moagi pa po na siya o public hearing diri sa local, from 100 pesos, magiging 160 pesos.
So if the increase will be 60 pesos, this is already me foreseeing foresight. If you increase 60 pesos, but the services are still the same,
No, sir.
I think there will be big clamor, diba? So if I may ask you and your company a little bit of transparency as well, we want to know also where the funding goes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so if the increase is 60 pesos, but it goes towards to better pipes, better pumping stations, I think the city of Mati will be very grateful for that.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Rabat. Honorable Campos.
Good afternoon, Dr. Dominic. While most of the complaints, sir, is the lack of supply of water, one of my questions that I haven't seen in your slide for the next 7 to 10 years is the wala gyoy supply at all na mga areas. I don't know if you're familiar with the demographics in Mati, sir, pero daghan tay mga katawhan diri sa Mati na wala gyoy supply at all or wala gyoy water district dito sa ilang areas. One of sample of that, sir, is in the Dahican area, in the Kadanlaan area. Are you familiar with the place, sir? Dito agyod, sir, pasulod sa Kadanlaan na area, puro water pump lang ang gamit, or naa sila association, and then 300 ang minimum, even gamay lang na balay nga isa ra ka tawo ang nagpuyo. Do we have plans to supply water there? Or if we have, or if wala pa, unsa ang paagi? Or unsa ang way na makalabay ta og tubig di adto? And is it possible ba na we could have a storage facility there, create a reservoir there for the people of Kadanlaan area mostly, sir, because my father also lives there. Thank you, sir.
In terms sa plano, ma'am, natay plano diha, ma'am. Then tama to imong gi-mention, ma'am, nga na ay mga water systems nga sila-sila lang bitaw ang nagaano, ma'am. So mo nang naay time nga agto sila sa water district para magpa-evaluate silang system. Mo nang gina-encourage namo, ma'am, nga as much as possible, why not ipa-turn over sa atong Mati Water District. Then at the same time, para ma-assess nato ang linya silang tubig dito, o very correct na imong giingon, ma'am, nga kailangan jud nato mga storage facilities diha nga area. Kay knowing man gud, ma'am, diha na mga area is daplin og dagat. So dili jud ta makakuha og source sa tubig nga magpalalom kaayo because ang salt intrusion. So during kanang mga kadlawon nga walay gamit kay ang tubig, dito jud nato ipundo sa ato ang mga storage facilities ang mga tubig.
To start from that suggestion, sir, so naaman tayo mga current dituan na mga co-op. Would it help if we have a place there available where we could build reservoir and a storage facility, sir?
Dako siyang tabang, ma'am, pero i-consider po nato ang tubig nga atong ibutang sa ma'am, sa tangke. Kay kailangan i-evaluate sa nato ang existing dito nga water system. Kay basi og masayang ang pag-put up nato og tangke, ma'am, nya tapos walay tubig nga atong ibutang sa tangke.
Sir, sample, we plan to put a reservoir there with Mati Water District. Unsa atong first step buhaton? Survey the area?
Yes po, ma'am. I-evaluate nato ang system, ang existing system. Kung unsay mga possible scenarios nga pwede nato i-apply. Best possible scenarios, ma'am.
Sample, okay siya, sir. Then ay available na land dito. Would it be possible na mabutangan nato siya reservoir?
Kung madonate sa Mati Water District ang ma'am, ang lote, then natay funding for that one, possible kayo na siya, ma'am.
More or less, sir, how much would be the funding needed to build a reservoir, sir, or the storage facility?
More or less 1 million ta ma'am pag 100 cubic meters nga tangke atong ipot tab.
Operational already with a 1 million budget.
Napa na siya yung mga mechanical biya ma'am, mga mechanical na mga parts na kailangan. Pero pwede man ta maka-reduce ma'am kung maulan na ato ang budget nga 1 million, i-limit lang nato ang capacity sa tong tangke. Pagamayan lang nato.
Sir, since I have opened this up now, I want to partner with you pohon if we could check our area dito sa Kadanlaan.
Sige ma'am, walay problema
If
ma'am.
it is feasible na makasupply ta og potable water system and potable water para sa ato ang mga katawhan dito and if given the chance, if makita ninyo dito within the 15-hectare radius of our area, kung naamoy makita dito nga potable water system na makadrill ta, I would be gladly donate the lot for free, sir, for our Mati Water District para masuplayan ato mga katawhan dito, sir.
Ay, salamat kay ma'am. Pero mas malipay ang mga katawhan dito ma'am kung imo pong i-shoulder ang expenses sa drilling.
When it comes to the drilling and reservoir, I believe Water District is a government-owned facility. And in the end, naatay collection gihapon. So that is the part that I will help in donating the lot. Well, a 100-meter lot would already cost 250,000 on my part. Maybe you could also request with others. Thank you, sir.
As thank you po ma'am.
Thank you, Honorable Campos. Are there any other questions from the members? If there are none, short question lang, sir, from myself. You mentioned in your slide na yung mga bagong pumping stations, Doha na buhaton, and then plans for the next 6 years. How many current pumping stations ang naa sa Mati karon?
Sa Mati Water District,
Yeah.
sir, is 33, sir.
33. How many pumping stations ang naay genset? Every pumping station na by genset? No.
Kailangan, sir.
Okay. But how many pumping stations currently have
As
generator
of now, sir,
sets?
we have 5 generating sets, sir.
So out of pila ka itong pumping station?
33, sir.
Out of 33 pumping stations, there are 5 generator sets. The 33 pumping stations include the main pumping station, right?
Yes, sir.
So there are 27 pumping stations without generator gen
28,
sets.
sir.
Without gen sets, tama? 28 pumping stations without gen sets. So kung ma-brown out dito sa areas where the 28 pumping stations are, niya wala sila gen set, katong residencies or commercial establishments, wala tubig pod. Correct? Although I'm an engineer, I'm not a expert on hydraulics. But I think it's a good suggestion if part of the plan for the next 6 years is to purchase 28 generator sets for all pumping stations para 24 hours ang tubig if the Mati Water District can afford it. Next question. Going back to your presentation on the rates of the Mati Water District. Ang Mati Water District, 100 pesos. It's even less than the other highly urbanized cities that you presented. Davao being one, Tagum, Panabo, which is richer than us, mas tasog rate, mas gamay tag rate, no? And then the last time the rate was applied was 1996. 1996, right? You said the 100 pesos.
1997, sir.
Sorry, 1997, the last time that the rate was increased, 100 pesos. Back then, sorry, bata pa kay Kwato, I was only 6-7 years old. What was the process? What was the basis on the 100 peso water rate sa Mati Water District then? And then you mentioned earlier to connect the discussion, you mentioned earlier that there's already a proposed resolution for approval ng LUA to increase the rate to 60% more. What is the process? Kung ma-approve ang resolution na automatic ba ma-increase or does it go through a public hearing? Should it be approved by the City Council, through an ordinance or what have you? Please walk us through.
Ang first na procedure na mga serok ma'am, when local water district is trying to increase sa iyalahang water rate is first i-request from the local water district concerned. So for example, the Mati Water District will make a resolution, we'll craft a resolution requesting for a water rate review, requesting LUA, the Local Water Utilities Administration, for a water rate review for a possible water rate adjustment. Then after that one, magpadala o reply ang LOA, naka-identify na dito sir, naka-enumerate na dito ang mga requirements. Then isa sa mga basic requirement is the conduct of public hearing. So after the public hearing, mag-conduct of public hearing for the concessionaires of Mati Water District. Then during the public hearing, digto ipang propose sa atong Mati Water District ang mga plans and programs, ang unsay mga need nganong ma-justify ang atong water rate adjustment. So ang akong i-present ganiha sir is most likely the capital expenditures of Mati Water District, not including the salaries and wages, not including the maintenance. So that is why it is very important in public hearing na ma-propose na to clearly and properly so that the people attending the public hearing makasabot sila nganong need na nato ang water rate adjustment. Then after that one sir, we will submit the necessary documents, the necessary requirements to LOA, then we will wait for the approval of LOA.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Last na lang, no? Correct me if I'm wrong, the Mati Water District is a government-controlled corporation under the supervision of LUA. Correct? GCCs or GOCCs are allowed government subsidies a year. Nabay mga subsidy gikan sa mga government institutions or agencies, NGAs sa Mati Water District yearly?
To be honest, sir, wala di ginadawat ang mga local water district na mandated by law na mga subsidies from other national government agencies. Sa LOA po, sir, sila among supervising agency in terms of finances and technical assistance. But then, kung muduol po ka sa LOA, with due respect sa LOA, in a form of loan po na siya, sir. Dili po na siya grant or kanang hatag bitaw nga tagaan ti kag 5 million gamitan nyo na sa inyong water improvement. Pero in part po sa LUA na sir, magbayad po kag penalty, magbayad po kag interest, in short, in a form of loan. So much better, mo bitaw nagpabaga ko ganiha sir na kung naay mo hatag og finances sa atong Mati Water District, very much welcome kaayo siya.
Thank you, Dr. Dispo, no? Going back to the generator sets per pumping station, it was discussed briefly dito sa council with our local chief executive. Na basig pwede may mangayog pila ka KVA na genset ang kinahanglan per pumping station. Specs.
Sige po, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ipadala na ako sa opisina ni
Honorable Alcantara would be okay.
sa water and utility.
So per pumping station, location, unsay specs sa genset ang kinahanglan per pumping station. And if it may, although we will write to you formally, kung a specific pumping station, pila ka household or area ang ginasuplayan niya. And then the genset intended to run the pumping station in the event there is a blackout or brownout. I think that would be very helpful data sa amo in terms of budget needed kung naami katabang sa Mati Water District. Thank you, Dr. Dispo. Are there any more questions from the members? If there are none, sir, salamat kayo sa imong panahon. Thank you for the comprehensive presentation. You're always welcome diri sa Sanggunian, and I hope that we are always also welcome diya sa Mati Water District to bounce ideas off each other. Thank you.
Sige po.
A
Thank
few
you po
minutes
kayo,
recess
sir.
is declared. Sir, may we invite you to the session floor for a quick photo opportunity. Kauban. down, including Honorable Valera. Session is resumed. We are still under suspended House rules. Honorable Campos is recognized.
Mr. Chair, I move that the House rules be reinstated, Mr. Chair. I do so move.
Thank you. There is a motion by the Honorable Campos for the lifting of the suspended House rules. Do any member second her motion? Seconded by Honorable Macaubos. Hearing no objections, the suspended House rules are now lifted. Please proceed to the next item.
Privilege hour, other reports, observations.
Thank you. Privilege hours upon us. Reports, observations by the members. Honorable Alcantara, followed by Honorable Sebelino, followed by Honorable Pang, followed by Honorable Rabat.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Once again, good afternoon to each and everyone. Ako lang ni mo buon, Mr. Chair, ang ako ang privilege speech this afternoon. Mr. Chair, esteemed colleagues, once again, good afternoon. I rise today on the matter of a personal and public concern. Following to the different reaction I've seen in the social media and from some of my colleagues, I would like to emphasize that the importance of the resolution I passed during our regular session on July 8, 2025, which is a resolution requesting the DORECO to conduct a benchmarking activities with other electric cooperative and particularly mentioned there the Zamselco, Mr. Chair. Let me also point out that this recommendation is not only my initiative but also a strongly supported o gisuggest usab sa atong local chief executive Mayor Mayo Z. Almario, as mentioned during our inaugural session. To clarify its purpose, Mr. Chair, to clarify its purpose and relevance, allow me to share the key points behind this resolution. First, allow me to elaborate the meaning of benchmarking. In English, Mr. Chair, benchmarking means comparing your work or performance with the best so you can improve. In Tagalog, ang benchmarking ay ang paghahambing ng inyong ginagawa sa pinakamahusay para mas mapabuti po ito. In Bisaya, ang benchmarking mao ang pagtandi sa imong buhat sa labing maayo aron makakat-on og mapaayo panimo. Now, as we all know, kasagaran sa atong mga constituents or kasagaran concern sa atong mga constituents are unscheduled and prolonged power interruption o kining mahimong Christmas light ang atong suga sa balay na mo'y nagakos sa pagkasira sa atong mga appliances, mao ni ang kasagaran ng mga main concerns sa katawhan. Second, slow response time to complaints, high electricity bills with inconsistent service, lack of innovation and transparency. This concern highlights a need for serious evaluation and reform, especially if kami na mga concerns na katawhan or kanina mga concerns sa katawhan balik-balik na sa kadugay na panahon. And as a legislator, I think isa pod sa mga atong trabaho na mapagaan ang kinabuhi sa atong mga constituents by making and passing resolutions. Benchmarking is a proven strategy that allows one organization to learn from the best practices of another, which is mauna ang akong gibasa while ago. That is why I passed a resolution requesting DORECO to benchmark Zamselco or Zamboanga City Electric Cooperative, which is one of the top performing electric cooperative in the country. Why Zamselco? Nganong Zamselco man? Nganong dili man mas ang mga duol ng mga cooperative? Nganong ngadto pa man sa layo na sayang ang panahon and everything? Again, aside sa na-mention sad sa ato ang local chief executive,
mauni ang akong mga nakita nganong ang ngayan ang Zamzelco ang i-benchmark. Ang Zamzelco manggod naasad sila yung mga issues with regards sa ilahang services na na-experience pod nato diri sa Mati City og tibuok Davao Oriental karon. Pero nakabangon sila from set B to set D to set B, meaning from the low performance or from the low performing to above average performance clarification according to NEA or National Electrification Administration. Unsay makuha aning benchmarking? Pwede nila ma-adapt ang mga management performance and operational strategies sa Zamzelco. Giunsa nila from near bankruptcy to above average performance changes. Kung ma-apply nila ilang makita ng mga strategy, by this ma-improve nila ang ilang services and makuha nila og balik ang trust and confidence or pagsalig sa katawhan sa syudad sa Mati. Especially also if naay mga ways on how to avoid electricity loss. Therefore, potential mag-lead ni siya sa baba nga singil usab sa kuryente. Let me be clear, Mr. Chair. This resolution is not an attack on Doreco, but an opportunity for growth, learning, and innovation. Pero kabalo ko na kabalusad ang Doreco ani kay mas naa sila'y knowledge pag-abot ani ng mga usapin. Ang katawhan sa syudad sa Mati ug Davao Oriental deserve og maayong serbisyo, especially if nagabayad ta og tama. And as a public official, it is a responsibility to pursue a solution that delivers real result. We cannot keep going to the same thing and expect different result. If you can't remember, many times na nato gipatawag ang Doreco diri during sa atong session, but still nagataas gihapon og balik-balik na mga concern. And I heard and read some of the comments usab sa na kambyuhan na ang Doreco og laing electric cooperative. And I understand the frustration kay syempre ako pod as a consumer sa Doreco, mausad ang akong ginabati, especially during brownouts. Pero let us also consider nga naa diri ang Doreco dugay na sab na panahon na nagserbisyo kanato. So kung naa sila'y mapa-improve sa ilahang services by considering na mag-benchmark sila and ma-adapt nila ang mga strategies, then basin same pod sa Zamzelco na dali rapod kaayo nila napa-improve ang ilahang system leading to a good service alang sa katawhan sa syudad sa Mati. Again, Mr. Chair, let us empower our cooperative by learning from the best so we can give our people the quality service they truly deserve. Thank you, Mr. Chair, and good afternoon.
Thank you, Honorable Alcantara. Thank you for your efforts to improve the services or suggestions of our electricity providers. Salamat sa imong research na gibuhat towards this timing pod na natong Mati Water District ganina, because sometimes power generation and water distribution are related. Naipangutana, nag-text si Honorable Anto Puesto sa Minandaya unsay benchmarking. Yeah. Privilege are still upon us. Any reports from any observations, reports, requests by the members? Honorable Sebelino, followed by Honorable Rabat.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, and once again, maayong hapon sa tanan and to the colleagues, to my colleagues to the 8th City Council. Mr. Chair, I have here a proposed resolution that is part of our order of business in today's regular session, namely a resolution authorizing the creation and maintenance of the official Facebook page of the Sangguniang Kabataan Federation of the City of Mati, Province of Davao Oriental. And may I request that this proposed resolution be tackled under unassigned business under suspended House rules for its possible approval.
Thank you. There's a request by the Honorable Sebelino that proposed resolution as mentioned, be tackled under unassigned business under suspended House rules. Are there any objections? If there are none, please take note, Mr. Secretary.
Properly noted, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Honorable Rabat Isra. Please proceed.
And also, Mr. Chair, I have, as the Committee Chair on Youth and Sports Development, I also have here a manifestation to propose to a numbered resolution, namely a resolution requesting the Honorable Punong Barangay and the Sangguniang Barangay Council of the City of Mati to provide a dedicated space or desk to the Sangguniang Kabataan officials for the establishment of teen desk in every barangay, and also a resolution expressing strong support to Senate Bill number 142 entitled An Act Banning Online Gambling in the Philippines. It is not part of our audio business, but if it's okay with the member, may I request that these two proposed resolution be included in our audio business and be tackled under unassigned business under suspended House rules.
A few minutes recess is declared. Tumas karon lang ako. Resume.
Thank you.
Please proceed.
I'm done, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. So there is a request by the Honorable Sebelino that another resolution entitled Resolution Expressing Strong Support to Senate Bill number 142, an act banning online gambling in the Philippines, be included in the order of business and tackled under unassigned business under suspended House rules. Should there be no objections, kindly take note, Mr. Secretary.
Properly noted, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Rabat, followed by Honorable Pang and Honorable Bardon.
Good afternoon. If it pleases everyone, I would like to request our SP Secretary, if I'm permitted by the chairman, of course, that if I may request a copy to be given to each and every member of this committee, the past ordinances of their respective committees, so we can review them if we have to update or amend any ordinances for their respective committee, if that's okay.
Please take note, Mr. Secretary, up to what year?
By law, I think you can only amend or change 3 years, no?
3
terms. So 9 years. So that's okay with everyone. Because I think one of it is a committee headed by Honorable J.R. Pang, the Tourism Code. Because I think one of the directions of our Mayor Mayo Amario is the tourism sector. So if we have to amend or make any changes in the Tourism Code, I think now would be one of the perfect times to do that.
Thank you, Honorable Rabat. That's very proactive of you. Yes, any member can request any document from the Sanggunian. And even without requesting, through the request of Honorable Rabat, copies will be given to each committee chairperson on the ordinances pertaining to that committee in present to past order. So, bisan di mahuman sa SEC, katong mga present, itong mga pinaka new latest na ordinances sa, and then by mga ihabol ang uban.
We will provide, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Can we have a timeline? Discuss that on timeline.
Tomorrow, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, SP Secretary.
Thank you for being very active, SP Secretary. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you. That's it.
Thank you, Honorable Pang, followed by Honorable Bardon.
Good afternoon to all. Good afternoon, Mr. Chair. This representation would like to request from the members of this august body that communication number 5 series of 2025 to be included in today's order of business, though not certified urgent but requires immediate legislative action, together with the whole composition of the Committee on Finance, Budget and Appropriation, Ways and Means. I would like to ask permission that the said communication be tackled under unassigned business under suspended House rules, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. There is a request by the Honorable Pang that a resolution stated by him be tackled under unassigned business under suspended House rules. Are there any objections? If there are none, please take note, Mr. Secretary.
Thank
Properly
you.
noted, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Honorable Bardon.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. This is in relation to resolution letter A in today's order of business. This presentation would like to manifest that this resolution will be tackled under suspension, under unassigned business on suspended House rules. Thank you, Mr. Sir.
Thank you. There is a request by the Honorable Bardon that proposed resolution A in our order of business be tackled under unassigned business under suspended House rules. Are there any objections? If there are none, please take note, Mr. Secretary.
Properly noted, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Are there any other requests under privilege hour? If there are none, please proceed.
For proposed ordinance for first reading, none. For proposed resolution, we have two measures, Mr. Chair, authored by Honorable Bardon. This will be discussed under unassigned business suspended House rules. A resolution strengthening the Barangay Peacekeeping Action Team, BPATS, through mandatory presence in every purok, creating peace and order clusters for all 26 barangays of Mati, city assigning cluster peace and order officers, and establishing a federated peace and order president to coordinate with the law enforcement agencies, including the Philippine National Police. Referred to the proponent as manifested by the proponent, this will be discussed under unassigned business suspended House rules. Proposed resolution B, a resolution authorizing the creation and maintenance of official Facebook page of Sangguniang Kabataan Federation of the City of Mati, Province of Davao Oriental. Referred to the proponent, this will be discussed under unassigned business under suspended House rules. And a numbered resolution, Mr. Chair, authored by Honorable Civiliano, a resolution expressing strong support to Senate Bill number 142 entitled An Act Banning Online Gambling in the Philippines. This will discuss under unassigned business suspended House rules. And the manifestation of Honorable Edmundo Pang Jr. pertaining to communication number 5. This will be discussed under assigned business suspended House rules, as this will be included in the order of business in today's session. For communications and messages, communication number 01, Series 2025, a letter from Mr. Edwin D. Padilla, MPA, OIC Provincial Officer, National Commission on Indigenous Peoples, Davao Oriental Provincial Office, dated July 7, 2025, regarding the transmittal of Certificate of Endorsement from NCIP Regional Director Attorney Heroncio R. Aguio, CESO 3, regarding a request for formal assumption of Honorable Felicito L. Basagnay as CDIPMR City of Mati, received by the Office of Panglungsod Support Services Office on July 7, 2025, referred to the Chairman Committee on Cultural Communities, the Honorable Senator Paul Alcantara. Communication number 02, CS 2025, Memorandum Order number 001, CS of 2025, from Honorable Joel Mayo Z. Almario, dated June 30, 2025, designating Mrs. Amalia G. Quinicho, Management and Audit Analyst 4, City Accounting Office, as the officer in charge of the Office of City Accountant, for the information of the Honorable SP members. Communication number 03, CS 2025, Executive Order number 001, CS of 2025, reconstituting the Human Resources, Merit Promotion and Selection Board of the City Government of Mati for the information of the Honorable SP members. Communication number 04 Series 2025, Memorandum Order number 005 Series of 2025 from Honorable Joel Mayo Z. Almario, City Mayor, dated July 9, 2025, designating Police Captain Arturo M. Jorda, retired, as officer in charge of the City Civil Security Unit for the information of the Honorable SP members. And last communication, Mr. Chair, and additional communication in today's session. Communication number 05 Series 2025. A letter from our local Chief Executive, Honorable Joel Mayo Z. Almario, dated July 14, 2025, addressed to the Honorable Sangguniang Panglungsod members, requesting for a passage of a resolution authorizing the new set of signatories in all pertinent documents relative to all bank accounts of the City Government of Mati, viz. Joel Mayo Z. Almario, Class A designation, City Mayor; Lorenzo Leon G. Rabat, Class A, City Vice Mayor; and Ann Margaret D. Silva, Class B, Acting City Treasurer. Referred to the Honorable Edmundo Pang Jr., Chairman Committee on Finance, Budget Appropriations. As manifested by the Honorable Pang, this will be discussed under unassigned business, suspended House rules. That's all for communications, Mr. Chair. No committee report. For calendar in business, no proposed resolution for unfinished business and ordinance. While we have one communication, communication number 175 Series 2025. This is the unassigned unfinished business in the 7th City Council. Letter addressed to the Honorable Sangguniang Panglungsod members requesting for passage of a resolution authorizing the City Mayor to sign for and behalf of City Government of Mati the proposed maintenance agreement between Amelia Solutions and the City Government of Mati for RPTA software maintenance and online integration services. Referred to Chairman Committee on Finance, the Honorable Edmundo Pang Jr. No proposed resolution for third reading, while we have proposed measures, Mr. Chair, subject for the suspension of House rules.
Thank you. Honorable Campos is recognized.
Mr. Chair, to give way for the request of my co-councilors, the Honorable Bardon, SK Federation, and Honorable J.R. Pang, I now move for the suspension of the House rules, Mr. Chair. And at the same time, I move that this august body be convened into a committee of the whole, Mr. Chair. I do so move.
Thank you. There is a motion by the Honorable Campos for the suspension of House rules, at the same time the conversion of this body into a committee as a whole. Do any members second her motion? Seconded by Honorable Valera. If there are no objections, House rules are suspended and we are converted into a committee as a whole. Honorable Sebelino is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The floor is now open for any questions or queries regarding the said resolution, a resolution authorizing the creation and maintenance of the official Facebook page of the Sangguniang Kabataan Federation of the City of Mati, Province of Davao Oriental.
Thank you. The floor is now open for any discussions regarding the resolution mentioned by Honorable Sebelino. Are there any? If there are none, please proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. If none, I now move for the adoption of the committee as a whole recommendation for the said resolution. I do so move.
Thank you. There is a motion by the Honorable Sebelino for the adoption of a committee as a whole recommendation for the said resolution. Do any member second his motion? Seconded by Honorable Dayang Hirang. Are there any objections? If there are none, motion is carried. Please proceed.
Thank you. Again, the floor is now open for any questions or queries regarding the said proposed resolution, a resolution expressing strong support to Senate Bill number 142, entitled An Act Banning Online Gambling in the Philippines. The floor is now open, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. The floor is now open for any discussions regarding the resolution presented by Honorable Sebelino. Are there any? If there are none, please proceed.
Thank you. I now move for the adoption of the committee as a whole recommendation for the said resolution. I do so move.
Thank you. There's a motion by the Honorable Sebelino for the adoption of a committee as a whole recommendation for the said resolution. Do any member second his motion? Seconded by Honorable Pabio. Are there any objections or discussions? If there are none, motion is carried. Honorable Pang is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I have here communication number 5, series of 2025. This pertains to a resolution authorizing the new set of signatories in all pertinent documents relative to the transactions of different bank accounts of the city government of Mati. Mr. Chair, the floor is now open for any questions or discussion pertaining to the said communication.
Thank you. The floor is now open for any discussions regarding the communication presented by Honorable Pang. If there are none, please proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. In behalf of the Committee on Finance, Budget, and Appropriation, Ways and Means, I now move for the adoption of the committee as a whole recommendation for communication number 5, series of 2025. I do so move.
Thank you. There is a motion by the Honorable Pang for the adoption of a committee as a whole recommendation for the said communication. Do any members second his motion? Seconded by Honorable Campos. If there are no objections, motion is carried. Honorable Bardon is recognized. A few minutes recess is declared.
Thank you, Mr. Thank you, Mr. Presiding Officer. Since this proposed resolution is very complicated under study, so may I now go for the committee hearing.
Sige. Thank you, Honorable Bardon. Let's discuss it first. Does any council member have any suggestions to the statements of Honorable Bardon? Since we are in a committee as a whole. Honorable Valera.
Thank you, Honorable Presiding Officer, sir. With my good gentleman, my friend, and my chairman of Committee on Peace and Order Public Safety, Honorable Bardon. I appreciate your resolution, but I move, Honorable Chair, that the resolution, draft resolution of Honorable Peace and Order Committee Bardon will refer into the committee for subject deliberation and study, and keep up any suggestion from the Honorable Council Member. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Valera. Honorable Bardon, do you agree with the suggestion of Honorable
Thank
Valera?
you, Mr. Chair. I agreed the suggestion of Honorable Liga Balira.
Thank you,
Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Bardon. If there are no objections by the members, this matter will be referred further to another committee meeting to invite specific resource persons that can provide more grit or detail or suggestions to the proposed resolution. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, R3. We are done with all proposed resolutions under committee as a whole. Honorable Campos is recognized.
Mr. Chair, I move that this August body be back into plenary. Mr. Chair, I do so move.
Thank you. There is a motion by the Honorable Campos for the conversion of this body back into plenary. Do any member second her motion? Seconded by Honorable Dayang Hirang. Hearing no objections, we are now back into plenary. Honorable Sebelino is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. And on behalf of the Committee on Youth and Sports Development, I now move for the passage of a resolution authorizing the creation and maintenance of the official Facebook page of the Sangguniang Kabataan City Federation of the City of Mati, Province of Davao Oriental. I do so move.
Thank you. There is a motion by the Honorable Sebelino for a passage of a resolution. Do any member second his motion? Seconded by Honorable Dayang Hirang. Hearing no objections, motion is carried. Please proceed.
Thank you. A brief explanation lang why I draft and also propose the resolution expressing my strong support to this bill. It is because I believe as the SK Federation and also as the youth representative of the City of Mati, I stand strong supporting the bill because it is a crucial step towards safeguarding the well-being of the youth, especially in the youth sector. Because through this online gambling, it poses a significant threat, particularly to the vulnerable sector or the vulnerable sector of the youth. Now we witness insidious effects like the financial ruin and debt, the academic disruption, the exposure to criminal activities, and also mental health issues of the youth sector because of these online gambling. So for that, Mr. Chair, I now move for the passage of this resolution, a resolution expressing strong support to Senate Bill number 142 entitled An Act Banning Online Gambling in the Philippines. I do so move, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. There's a motion by the Honorable Sebelino for a passage of resolution, seconded by Honorable Dayang Hirang and Honorable Alcantara and Honorable Pabio. Hearing no objections, motion is carried. Honorable Pang is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I now move for the passage of a resolution authorizing the new set of signatories in all pertinent documents relative to the transaction of different bank accounts of the City Government of Mati, Province of Davao Oriental. I do so move, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. There is a motion by the Honorable Pang for a passage of resolution. Do any member second his motion? Seconded by all the members. Since there are no objections, motion is carried. We are still under suspended House rules. Honorable Campos is recognized.
Mr. Chair, I now move that the House rules be reinstated, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. There is a motion by the Honorable Campos for the reinstation of House rules. Do any member second her motion? Seconded by all the members. Since there are no objections, suspended House rules are now lifted. What's the next item?
Announcement, other matters.
Thank you. Are there any announcements, other matters by the members? I sent our official photo katong gi-take sa atong Madayaw TV sa inauguration session. Paki-check kung okay na mo ato, mo na tong i-photo nato diri sa session hall. And then mo pud tong gamito nato for sa to, graphics panay mga posts sa social media. Kung na mo i-comment sa ato or dili mo gusto sa inyong angle, you can have your photo retaken, no? You can have your photo retaken. Kay dili pa man ako ipabuhat this week, next week pa. Second announcement, this is our last day diri sa old session hall. Next week we'll be moving upstairs. Tama sek, everything habol, okay. Third announcement, this will be my office. Fourth announcement, na natay mini conference room kanong old entrance sa akong office. Mini conference room na sa Sangguniang Panlungsod. So, if you want to use it for pocket meetings, same process as paggamit sa session hall, write a letter through SP Secretary for my approval. Kato lang. Thank you. Please proceed to the next item.
Adjournment followed by closing prayer by the Honorable Pabio.
Honorable Pabio is recognized.
I move for the adjournment of second regular session of 8th City Council dated July 15, 2025. I do so move.
Thank you. There is a motion by the Honorable Pabio for the adjournment of today's session, seconded by all the members. Session adjourned. Please rise for the closing prayer.
In the name of the Father, of the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Holy God, as this regular session come to an end, we thank you for this time we share together in this session. We are grateful for the discussion, the decision made, and the connection formed. We ask for your blessing on each of us as we go our separate ways. May we be mindful of your presence in all that we do. Amen. In the name of the Father, of the Son, and of the Spirit. Amen.
Last announcement.